have to call in when I open the line. I know a lot of people have been sending me inbox messages and asking me, Mazi, but where have you been? You don't come to program anymore. It's not my own making. It's not easy, like I said. It's been a very hectic period, as a responsible man. You have a lot of families, you have a lot of extended families you want to take care of, and also keeping an eye. But at least the only way you can see me sometimes that know that I'm still around is updating, and also when there is a zonal meeting, I will always bring it to you the way it's happening in our zonal meeting, so you will know that we are still there. Because I have some people trying to discourage people to make it look like if we doing all these things to bring it to our people, it looks like we are, I don't know. In IPOB, we don't do a big boy. We don't do a big boy. Our big boy is just the way our commitment in IPOB. That is the only big boy we do. Is our commitment. We are multitask. Like Onyendu always say, we are multitask. What people think we cannot do, we serve. Even when we go to our zonal meeting, we see all the hierarchy officers. They will arrange the table. They will go and bring water, put on everyone's table. They will serve. If it's banana, they will serve food. That's why you see some people cannot, bring themselves to the level of IPOB because of how loyal and how committed I am in this struggle, and nobody should take it for granted. So, as I'm asking, one person has said, Mazi Patrick have said we should stay here, and as I said, I want to make sure that we have the maximum number that we needed, and Facebook have put sometimes, in my hand battle on this, you can also go to the what do you call it? Is this recommendation? I don't know what it's called on the Facebook here. You can recommend our page because, as I said, it's just nothing. I'm not getting anything there. I don't depend my life and my ends of living on any social media platform. God is my witness. I do make some posts and it goes through. I get nothing, nada. So don't think that we are here. That's why you don't see me all the time here. So in case people think that there is any kind of monetization or any personal interest, he's here now, he's trying to make money out of the misery of our people. No, there's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. So go on our page here. I recommend this page because Facebook has been on it for whatever reason. Sometimes they will take posts that I made 6 or 7 years ago. They will just bring it up, use it to flag the page, and it's very painful. Sometimes they say that the page has been removed from recommendation or something. So please, I appeal to you to go there and recommend this page. And also, I try to see if I can also use our YouTube channel to see how this message can be spread. I'm on TikTok, but it's not easy. I don't usually, I do, go to TikTok, but I don't most of the time because I want our people to know we are serving them in truth and honesty. There's no personal interest or whatever. Thank you, Kwabiama, that na Ogozira and Yofuma. Ogozira, I now resborn, Chukumene Brian and one of finally. No quick I netokwa. No quick I IPOB struggle. Can you imagine? It's a blessing. It's a blessing. So we are not like nine meha ka monya na scam ka fundraising ka monya ge so anyị depending here. I want to depend on here now. We want idea on hedge na agbara now. Or we want idea. On hedge na agbara. So my name remains Mazi. Once again, good evening and good afternoon and good morning depending from where you're watching me from. Please, as you're joining us, Mazi Chooks, thank you for joining us. Mazi Obo Rojo. Our Igbo name called the which part of Biafra land Naza Obrojo. You're highly welcome. And Mazi Emeka, Mazi Lochuku. So not to not to the other one. No, I know it won't. So you all welcome here. Please, as you're joining me, share this. It's unannounced. It's unannounced. It's unexpected, which is the little time I have. So I decided to bring it here to let us. Can I paritoka one one? You got to go. Yeah, Mazi Dave, it's been a very long time, Mazi. Thank you for you always there. I see you in TikTok, commenting as well. I've seen you in our platform, Mazi. You are one of us, honestly. Keep on the good job. I know it's not easy. It's not easy, but keep on the good job. We may not be saying a lot of things here, but at least most places have been a comment. You are very consistent, and I always enjoy your contributions in every program that I come across that you are there. Mokike, bless you and give you more strength. It's not easy, Our people in America have disappointed us a lot that we don't even know who to believe sometimes. But with people like you and Mazi, Alozie, Mwada, so thank all of you for joining, and keep on the good work. Mazi Ike Peters, the one of us. I haven't heard about him on Radio Biafra for some time now. I hope he's well. It's not easy. He was there in the early Biafran stage, and he is still here at this moment. Him and Mazi Alozie, my sincere appreciation. And I will also appeal to you guys to also make sure you do listen to our Radio Biafra. This is one of the source of our information. Despite that you guys follows all the IPOB leadership, also make sure you listen to our radios and also Biafran television. These are our main platforms. Always keep an eye on those platforms. Any hectic announcement from the leadership will always come from there. We have to protect that national radio and our national TV. Even Dr. Tina, thank you so much. Hey, Dr. Tina, hey. Dr. Tina, thank you so much, brother, for reminding that she is the one that I'm actually thinking. I don't know how the name just skipped my mind. The other day she tested me. On WhatsApp. So thank you very much, Mwada Tina. They are all in their jamba. They're consistent. So these are the people that our people should pay attention when they are talking. So now. So Biafrans, let's talk. So we're gonna go into the main issue that I need us to look into. So agam na agam neji okwu Igbo. So because I will issue that concerns us as a race, all right. So we issue that concerns us as a race, despite that Biafra comprises both non-speaking Igbo areas. But I would like us. I'm gonna agwabu, so those ones will benefit as well. Because all the very, very important. A lot of things have been going on. We try to, keep it to ourselves, because one of them has something, amen. Of course, before I have to go ahead, I must recognize our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and our head of directorate, and all of you as well, principal officers, in any capacity you're serving, commentators, all of you here. Sincere appreciation. You people are the reason why we stay around here. Mazi Victor, you always there. Mazi Victor, you always there now. I am Andy Wakochieno here. You always there. Thank you for joining me this evening. Always remain very strong. I want to born at the Kodiku name yala. Say me who know jo. I think I mean who know jo. But I really appreciate all of you for coming out, guys. So now, can I let me some certain things here, because I won't be too long. I'm trying to stay this program, keep it up to 1 o'clock. No, up to 1 hour, 1 hour 30 minutes. That's what I'm preparing to keep. Maybe at most at most 2 hours. I don't know. It depends. What you kept them because I don't know on Sunday. They're very, very tired, you know. They're very, very tired. So say come to turn no many so far. You know what I mean? Yes, Mazi Dave. Yeah, Dr. Tina, yes. Is she on Radio Biafra? Okay, she always on Radio Biafra on Saturday. Yes, I know. It's just that sometimes, you know, maybe we join at the radio. Or maybe voice, I graphic. You know, so that's why but she communicated. She do communicate me sometimes. Anytime she do, sometimes once in a while she will send me message on my personal line, and which I do appreciate. Now, a lot of things have been going on in the last 3 months, and the leadership are also trying to hold ground now, manage things. Yeah, the reason why Oshide, you know. I may be that one guy got to preamble from the beginning, you know, from the beginning. So, all the go said, you know, there's a lot of things that have been going on, and the leadership is trying to adapt different kinds of approach, strategical one, so to carry our people. Because when defend the way the whole thing, or something you are trying to prevent other people from discovering. So the struggle will go the stage on now that we don't need to, despite everything. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu spend a lot of years preaching. At least let's put it this way, in Gogadi very easy. 10 consecutive years preaching to our people regarding or pending the time I know now. Okay? So o take go time kuzira. So anybody now know up on this time, that means you are irredeemable. You are irredeemable. Anybody who cannot analyze some certain things, and this has been the concern, very serious concern. When we are talking about Biafra restoration, we keep saying this. We don't want to restore Biafra with one idiot I chose some group of people, you know, go and fight for against your government. France is the other side, help her. Form our people, group of them. Go and form your own group. That political pressure in my heart way like that. Only banana ego. Gaga form more political pressure. But there's a neighbor on there. And this government is not doing well. As Ebena Maha Bozo, Yele Banyanod. Go and check. Gaga check in Iran in them now. A content global sanction for the toughest sanction for nearly 60 good years, nearly almost the age of Nigeria. In my hand, instead I will live for 1,000 years on my knees begging. It's better I live with my dignity for a day, for one single day, with honor and dignity. And this is Hindi Bomere during 1967 to 70. I wouldn't ask our fathers are fighting because I won't call it grandfathers. My father was involved. My cousin, Biafrans, was involved. During that time, in and around that time, my cousin, Biafrans, little wine. I'm a long wine. All Biafran soldiers who surroga, moto ndi Biafran soldiers, keji ga pota munye. No. So a matter that you know, I want a lot of relatives would involve. Extended community members. So I know what I'm saying. So now all on us and up to, they are not living up to expectation. I don't think na anyị gara anọ here na-ekwu ihe anyị na-ekwu. Na ọrụ na ha live with the kind of those life anyị na-use na ma ndị buy it over very very easily, like this group of people na-akpọ city boys no na-emegheri now na-ebutere the shame to our people. Maybe anya gara anọ here. But now let me just go straight to the point him na choka ikwu, because I chom kan gbo m gawa ka igbo oge now. Yeah, the I may miss the track, but then at the same time the okwu ndị m chọrọ ikwu nwere ike ọ gaghị abacha today, because I chọrọ ka m doo anya some to our people. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu ke ndị chọrọ ka ọ dịrị ya na mma, ke ndị chọrọ ka IPOB na-aga n'ihu. Now what happened? Achọrọ ka unu prepare yourself na detu ihe niile m na-aga ekwu edetu ma ị gaghị edetu, keep it in your mind, because I want in case ndị bịara ọhụrụ na IPOB, ndị join after 2020 after 2021 ka ha mara how far we have gone before coming to where we are this moment. It's a very sad situation. Some people now say that na IPOB leadership wanted to as soon as you push aside a lot of things has what the gram on social media that wanted to push aside the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. At the same time, as Mazi Chike doesn't wanted to take over. At the same time, they attack Mazi Nguru, they attack Mazi Abanyem, they attack me, they attack Mazi Chinasa, Mazi Ofoma. When you manage the IPOB radio Biafra and Biafran television, the media head. Now, I want him to take a note about India niile na blackmail IPOB to where we are now at the moment. India niile bidre na IPOB attack all of a sudden. Achom ka unu just summary aga m eme in a word at the concise. Now, lee n'anya, let me begin from 2021. Anyị na onye ndu no na prepare immediately launch the ESN, because the whole thing be much more heavy after launch the ESN. Ndị na-amaghị na this thing na IPOB, both the leadership na work very very hard, all this thing. Then when onye believe runu, nobody in this world believe that na IPOB were able to mobilize that thousands of men that they saw on the 12th of December 2020 or 20th. Nobody believe. Coming. Here as a Biafran or as an IPOB or as a follower of IPOB, how did IPOB and its leadership were able to assemble such a number of ESN personnel, training for years until the day anybody no information leakage, nothing. This DOS here mobilize it, sponsored it with onyendu, and now made on made until now when that day. Ma akwa ha yiri, ma akpụkpọ ụkwụ ha, ma ihe niile, ma everything I display that day. Ị ga-ajụ ka she got this level rooted this time, that time. We are now talking about the leadership Buchiru Onyendu for almost 1 year during the time Emily invasion earlier. They whisked him away. Omuhonyama Onyendu Odindu. Ma akandezu ejie that time. This leadership, this DOS ekuchie. The same people ekuchie. Omuhonya no make. All the same leadership on number launch the ESN work on the ground ni lenu ni yani. Onwege ni body no yani. Until you now when unu kure na nwere such a thing gara on. Omuhonya kure ni na. Because I'm trying to judge you now. What happens now in this time Ejidronyendu? No one ndị ụmụ maka njide onye ndu. O nwere ndị I don't want people to misunderstand what we are talking about. I don't want people to feel like onye ndu a na-reduce here from his intelligence and what he stands for. I can hold onye ndu to my best knowledge, except to one. no here can talk for yourself. Maybe mepeline again, except to you. We still hold Onyendu to the highest esteem. Except Monyendu, at the time he said that he will not disappoint, and we will disappoint him. Unless Manawa didn't need disappoint, because IPOB, Nelana na Kemwa no member ne, Anka the faithful, Anaka disappointable. Hapwa leave all this blue haha in our home social. That's why sometimes I bring IPOB event on live, so you will see us. Even I got Spain, I get Italy, I get everywhere. I will bring it live. I will leave every other, kind of echo. When I win this shit, I bring myself to the level in the Baniga water. I bring it live. When I bring it live, I want to and I go. I want to hang on Facebook. I'm going to hang it on Facebook. I'm going to So I do what I do so that our people will see the progress of IPOB both in diaspora, the little memo from my own side. Because all Nandia Banya they are anything, Yadi come one hen a minute. That's why eventually when I book the you know. So all these things in I on. So again, invade Onion Do's house, or anybody, man Onion Do didn't. IPOB leadership. Sizie na make it sure na ama na ono ebe ono odi okay until the day onye ndi decide him appear in Israel. Onye ndi ma appear una ahokwa ya by that time una amarazi na onye ndi nwekwere men nwere ike ikpuchie for that long onwe onye nuru kpam. There are some certain things I'm not sure ka nleba anya. Not sure ka kwuo. Even there was a time, within that time, Onyendu, 2017, Onyendu invaded his family, his home. Oh, when I report to at that time, Sina Onyendu na Ghana. Because I can make it through no break, now, no, about so, the leadership will make some kind of research. That look, now to go. So you need to get and go until the time we decide the rest of us. These great men in the put together, some of you do not know. Because the intentions of IPOB and the current leadership, some of them not communicating. And when any of them were to your motive, all of them by the special grace of Almighty, hand chana emecho for me. I could go me before, hand chana emecho for me. Mazi doesn't more for me, but I want him more for me. Mazi for me, more for me. Mazi will do more for me. Every single one of them, I'm going to get what idle person. So they spend time and money and family time to the struggle. No one and there won't dare grow. I'm a compromise. For instance, look at Radio Biafra. Look at the sabotage among Biafrans in the last 5 years since 2021. Imagine a Radio Biafra at the hands of these people. You hear Gareme today. First, I gotta hand you over straight away to the buffoon in Finland. All the very first thing I got pure sabotage. For the fact in actually renew the contract of Radio Biafra. Somebody may receive the letter of renewal and bomb spy. They will read the letter berani. It's just normal thing. The time they renew the contract of Radio Biafra on air, no zuele, now that you people should also make contact. So can happy couple and you somebody receive the letter, they will read the letter immediately. That's why Ekperimanaka. Social media man announced that Radio Biafra 2 days because of 5 days to be shut down. He is something no matter that now will let the contract and signal. But he took it that not for 5 days, because of 10 days, because of 2 weeks, that the Radio Biafra will be shut down. Because as an IPOB, I want to get more information that this letter of renewal Abiala, na ora na ha muhanya, a couple Radio Biafra noko. Ihe gara eme na social media at that time na gara dị na akwụ that the buffoon in Finland that shot to go Radio Biafra down and he has done it. All of you will be praising him. Hey, PM. And I do the power. Radio Biafra Buhari na shot to down. Do you know what catapulted Radio Biafra to where it is on international stage? Because Buhari Batra no chicha, somebody who experience of Biafran war, immediately Batra because of grow the Guinea link. What's the name? Is this Satlink or only the name the Israeli internet provider, not satellite provider or coverage provider. Kirani no I enable those in all. In Nigeria, I trusted the network, the company they provided that signal. Grow the entire distance. 16 million, is it $16 million? Something and now worth up to $2 million. They bought it, they bought the whole entire network. Remove the Radio Biafra from that signal. And do you know what happened? Radio Biafra was removed from the signal, and then they banned Radio Biafra for almost 2 weeks. Everywhere. Buhari announced immediately, said that Radio Biafra had been shut down. As Nigeria the popular, if not the other had about oil now. Nigeria was very, very popular. So when Buhari made that announced, the whole world was on a rampage. What happened? Only the people, a president of Nigeria, new elected president of Nigeria, then I said that they remove go knock. Which only group would here. Which, because everybody was anticipating Buhari who is going to do a lot of change. All eyes on the whole world was on Buhari. That he's going to do it. All of a sudden, the very first announcement to Omrewo that he has shut down Radio Biafra. That then draw a lot of people to IPOB and Radio Biafra and Biafran pages and the internet anywhere, everywhere. The whole world are not just only the Radio Biafra. Who are these people that the president of Nigeria is saying that he has shut down? Do you get the point? That actually boosted the whole movement. It was free advertisement for the movement of IPOB, the struggle for Biafra. That's how IPOB becomes so popular with Mazi and Emeka. Before the arrest 2015 in Lagos of Mazi and Emeka, So now, is it Satlink? I was right. I was thinking whether I'm on the house or the Satlink. Thank you very much. Mazi Victor, the current. That's what we're saying. All the mine here. Mazi Igwe because so all the mine people now confirm behind Camera no has. We're not Camera how long I know rolling at this siege. So I got him to the time I'm joined. I be the IPOB. So I'm going to take a long time. So now what is going on? So all these things similarly, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu 20 fast forward, can we carry there to where we're going? 2021. Because a lot of people have been a disparage IPOB leadership, the DOS. What is the achievement? Since 5 years they did the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what is the achievement of DOS? What is the achievement? I'm going to tell you the achievement now. That will shock you. That is why I want everybody to share this to the platform. Any platform, so Kahamara, that IPOB meant well. Because we want to correct the narrative. For almost 2 months now. Evangelist Madabuchi. I get the nonsense. 2 months. Only one single write up on brokers. I pass out the whole thing in 2 months of people. I've been watching them for 2 months now. So this one single broadcast now get pass a Hebrew for 2 months. So this thing in 2021. Do you get what I'm saying? They came with a narrative. What is the IPOB leadership have achieved since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? At the time, being, that online, this Biafra restoration also involve psychological warfare and everything. Everything is involved now, except that IPOB have not carried gun. IPOB is not on armed struggle. So, but every other thing is IPOB involved, apart from armed struggle. Do you get what I'm saying? Now, 2021, what is the achievement of IPOB? Now, let's go there. Ndị abrabia kidnap onye ndu. First of all, they told onye ndu that people who will betray him, none among the leadership. Na ha no na the DOS. Maybe they send what propaganda. Almost 1 year plus. Onye ndu be there, which I've said it before. For whatever reason, onye ndu distance here from Togap, from the DOS, normal meeting and them, onye ndu are most of the meetings. Because we have to let the whole thing straight. Onye ndu I was at that time, man, I joke, so onye ndu sometimes 6 months of that whole meeting, I would hold but on I communicate, but he doesn't show. Case which situation which happened at that time. The leadership, the DOS, I engaged both Uchemefo and Onyendu to find out exactly what was going on. And they get to the bottom of it. Before we could know it, Uchemefo Jackie throw his resignation. Then the head of directorate have to seal it with a press release so that people will know that Uchemefo is no longer with us. So, but at the time, Uchemefo Jackie, all of you saw it now. He announced his outing of IPOB. So the leadership, just to secure that place, the head of the directorate have to make a memo. So make it official. So in case anybody thinking there is any, enemy have to use that gap to do destruction or damage onto IPOB. So after that situation, things will begin to, normal engagement of IPOB continues. Onyendu continues his broadcast. So, and what happened? So the leadership follow Onyendu, make sure now they keep the family together, engagement of national coordinators, zonal coordinator, everything naga on. And then the Onyendu, all of a sudden, Onyendu were appointment after launch the ESN. Onyendu were, the fundraisings to keep the ESN. Those thousands of people there cannot. I won't hear the 1 naira feed. So to keep them both to their family medication and all these things, camp, all those things. So we can have proper enough fund. So a lot of people contributed. A lot of people were involved. A lot of people, both non-IPOB, both IPOB, people were excited for over. Then all this in the Obaruru big for nothing America, Cook was here both for Onyendu to push him aside, to drag him towards their own side. They can use Onyeji. Kachufuzendike won't build through the foundation of IPOB. It's a hammer because all the go to Biafra Bella the next day. I'm out on the buy in the church. So all the go now Biafra Bella. So they will not go. That now we will sponsor, we will fund, we will push for Biafra restoration. And then is only in Dobia this side. Those people are making Haga school, has a good grammar. Hey, be there so rubbish until hating Onyendu in America. In fact, to the extent Onyendu that na nwunye chọrọ igbu ya, nwunye ukwu an enemy. You can imagine the level these people gra. Nwunye Onyendu, they said nwunye chọrọ ya no orikule he nwunye hoshiri. No orikule he nwunye hoshiri. That is the level ndị agra. That is the level these people went. Half the enemy can abandon to this very moment. Are you understanding? So when this thing happened, don't move things are naga. Do you know now today? IPOB, ị ga-anọ something abịa drop ora okwu, somebody drop ora you message na WhatsApp, drop ora anonymous, leak some information gị koja. Do you know that today somebody from na assume that na during the time of 2021 onye ndu na-eme broadcast no onye sere somebody now IPOB member said that no onye ndu his broadcast was coming out from Kenya when the leadership anyone na ama. Somebody who is not an IPOB have known where the information somebody who is a member of IPOB that now do you know that your leader broadcast ya no ship from Kenya na apota? And how do the person know, somebody who is not an IPOB member, how do the person know that only in Kenya name a broadcast when the IPOB structure and the men or the no it's just that we are hearing his broadcast, but they keep it cool. Now, Onyendu now went okay, how were introduced to him vehemently the leadership, including all of us. Mandi Keno na Finland, all of them begged Onyendu do not go to anchor broadcast with this guy. It has been a thorn on the flesh of IPOB in Finland, including Emeka. The guy came out and attacked IPOB and the Mazi and the Kano. You, which I know at that time, you go into the platform of this guy to broadcast or to anchor program is going to legitimize his presence in IPOB movement. It's going to make it look like this guy is a part of us. And okay, need a lot of followership. And he's not even on that oath. A call they made the broadcast. And that is what affected IPOB Finland family. A lot of people left. A lot of people were angry that Onyendu could not heed to that intelligence, which is sometimes very, very painful. But for the love of for Biafra restoration, one error, game abandon the future of our children and our unborn children, and even the hope of our people. So this thing went on. Now, after that, because we go plan, we are still waiting. Let them continue to rant. Let them continue to rant. Don't want to say some things. Can you keep go there now? Now watch. It will be the last option. Our plan is the whole plan may give sometimes and not only I get through his communication pinpoint exactly where Onyendu is. Are you getting my point? Here is not no exaggeration or like I said, there's no interest of blackmailing any officer or any member of IPOB or Biafran. There's no nothing. More than anything, the too important about it. So what happened is that with this thing, we keep an eye on things. But in the Anugo should be Onyendu. I look everything. And I the connections. Onyega would they willing to use to penetrate Onyendu. Until that willing to provide your own. Ndị a ga-eburu Onyendu. Now, mgbe eburu Onyendu, people be the contact one here. Ndị na-anụ na IPOB. First of all, more receive a call from non-IPOB member, and including our zonal coordinator here. I contact him. Say, Mazi, no onye si ahụ na ahụ Onyendu n'ụlọ. Na ejidere na ahụ ya n'ụlọ. Masị Onyendu nkwu achọrọ m ikwu eso ka happy with him. Say how Onyendu how. Awesome that no onye asị na ahụ ya n'ụlọ. Na area na television. So another news abịakwa. Emma, that shock somehow disorganize you, whether men on a walk, anywhere, that shock alone, that news alone, your stomach, your appetite, you lost it that moment. Brain and anuzok. I chose here, I pause a call. But what call within the leadership? Only man on Onyendu. Oh, no, say, what are you people talking? Only Haneku. I need to know where we go. the news apụtawazi, picture apụtawazi, because Nigeria can prove that na onye wu onye isi ndị IPOB na-agba ihe niile na ọnụ under their control. So attempt emere ka ịma ihe na-eme mgbe this thing na-eme akpọ emewe call HOD ya na eme call onye HOD nwere appointment with onye on the 21st, either on the 19th or on the 21st of July. Meeting, I think that Australian meeting or so. Then on this that meeting, Onyendu show him up to confirming that Onyendu probably something happened. Oh no, appointment, that such appointment of fundraising, he should have been there. So when any reason already happy or not there. So for the fact or not, there raised concern within the leadership, and then the news coming out from different kinds of people and sources that Onyendu is here, no, it becomes something that is here. I contact here. Younger brother Onyendu. Contact ya. Ya ko hini lokoro. I think HOD contact kwa personal secretary ya. Onye ke no America. Ke ha ko story utokoro. But then ka no na eme ihe niile na acho Biafrans e bid sense that something is wrong. Then I need Twitter handle Onyendu. The real Twitter handler, and he's gonna come on air in the next tomorrow or the next tomorrow. Confusion everywhere. And I said, Kezi just need Onyendu. Twitter handle ya mama. Nekuzi no na gave on air. Nobody knows now. Younger brother Onyendu na personal secretary and such a thing. But Mazi Moru contact, I had to ask them, why are you doing this? Why are you using Twitter handle of Onyendu? Tweet when you know that Onyendu is trouble. How cost story? I got him. I go watch that for. How cost story? Him not checking how do I hear the leadership and what they have achieved. So I'm explaining that to you. So take note. So the leadership will be there. The news will be there. But I was in na Addis Ababa, the Korean na Brazil, the Korean na Hana cause everything on what one will kick away beji until the leadership made any language him and until Chofta a beji Onyendu. Chofta the came that day that he's supposed to appear on that meeting with Mazi, the head of the retreat. All came beji. So Anna thought Ndiani Lamara, Gino Bodiama. Knows. All these people knows. Even Setekwem no the Setekwem lawyer knows. The Setekwem no agage met with Omre. Actually, I didn't want to put that here today. Agage met with Omre. I went to the mountain to go and get 10 tablets. By the time I came down, I did not eat neither drink. So by the there. But yeah, the after culture that thing all use the Bible because someone in there buying the sentimental. We could talk Bible how walk a yeah, Gaziana the under after that statement to home say if you know, you know. Now underline that after Setekwem the lawyer manage Onyendu no under torture. That means all confirm one la ndini the inner circles ejibo Onyendu gburu. That now, if you know, you know. But to fool the IPOB members and the normal sympathizers, that now Onyendu is on the mountain praying. He went to the mountain to collect 10 tablets. Then you see another coded word to need them for Onyendu. That now, if you know, you know. Do you get the point? I want you to separate that particular one. If you know, you know. That na this man if you know, you know. Nani ha na-eche ka confirm mo na Onyendu na egbu oli somewhere. No Onyendu something funny normally. He ga nozi na social media that na Onyendu na emeni ahụ na egbu oli somewhere. All he ga hozi na social media. Then ihe ndị ebe anyị ga-ajụwazi wo abịa push wezi the narrative wey he hozi mezin after that. Within 8 days, they push with the narrative, know the leadership, all the DOS, all you guys, out of love and sentiment, and cannot believe that such a thing. No, that the leadership and one access a born. unu ga-achụwazi ndị DOS, unu ga-achụwazi onye ọhụrụ n'ugwu na the leadership ogbugbo agara na asụ gbutọrị ka agara na-egbu ndị isi ndị IPOB anyway ahụ ha both coordinators onwe onye unu ga respect, onwe onye gara ala dị iche, because you can't say that na onye isi unu na amaghị ebe ọnụ anụkata nụ na-egbu ya even that time I was saying to the people, I was coming on social media and I say, be strong, be strong. People were even attacking me for saying that. No, we haven't explained what happened. I say, be strong. And I attack anyhow. While the lawyer no special counsel, if you know, you know. What if you know, you know. If you know, what is the meaning? If you know, you know. When Biafrans, millions of Biafrans were looking able to 8 days. Within the 8 days, can say the negative story. I the struggle. And all know what the Jaku name me. In here, we are Nigeria to remain in a way, there will be extricated from the what happened. All women go. It was a very terrible plot. Terrible. Very terrible. Una amagi the battle IPOB leadership to fight. Now, for IPOB to get closure, even Mazi was all over the place. Me myself, don't tell me that Emeka Bonyendo. It's from Kuswe. See, I want this kind of thing. And when me kaga but not to give one. Mazi was everywhere trying to assess to find out what happened. At Papa junior brother Mazi Namdekan. See, what happened? What happened? Can be the power do it? See, what are you talking about? We are talking about the leader of this movement, and as the younger brother or cousin. The information we need to know, because we need to go and tell people and inform the public. The leadership needs to inform the public, to address the public. This thing, somebody make a broadcast. This thing. The leadership cannot come out and give information when they don't have one. When they haven't gathered anything, you don't go there, because you gather, you know food. And all they can hear, Kenya ambassador Gragemena Abuja. Mbagwa report the leadership got more information that na report was in Kenya. No way she kidnapped Onyendo. Immediately, Nigerian government play a very smart one. Gagagwa, the ambassador of Kenya. See, now get the monk called the thing no one Kenya can detain. The man I made a proper investigation. Yeah, there's in social media. They say that na IPOB leadership in a country attack that no na Kenya kidnap Mazi Namdekan, their leader. No one there, no false information. But the man realized 2 days or 3 days later. Mazi inquiry, Choftazi no na Obudie kidnap. All of you was them here at that time. I'm actually John here because some point only when I say now I will quit it and get him the ambassador. The healthy and very well. Give him the ambassador, Bob like they discover. Yeah? Get him the ambassador, Kunu Ponya here, Konya, because some point bonus now. Get him the ambassador after they discover. Prepare the details of what happened that Mazi Namdekan no nobody. Niana Choftas no nobody kidnap. No way be Hemely and Emily. Get him as the ambassador. Amramun or the current. Get him. I put when I had them Makunu Jakunu Kwe here. And then I go comment section, Ghana comment section. Jose they respond. Do you see what we're saying? Because the man was preparing to give public. The man here look so stupid. A whole ambassador, look so stupid. So he has to come back to the public after he made his findings. He has to come back to the public and correct the narrative. Instead, again, me allow connect there. ihe mere na happy boy straight away ozugbo that ihe mere onye ndu na Kenya till today ndị gidere gara kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have not come out and tell you the processes aga ejiburu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na Kenya. The man who was the ambassador that could have given the information akopia gi egbuchiri onu straight away. So basically information na anwo onye nori yani. And the leadership ke ha jikun hejie for their own personal protection. Mgbo wo log said. Hejie. Do you see the reason why when something happened in a very big organization must if mo wi he mo obodo e ga ha gawa out of emotion e ga react immediately. Ki please hear the public. E ga that time it hear the whole entire public into a mess, and the one will even bear the consequence. You can take your time because you are running a very big organization. You are running almost a country. So if something happened to your nation, before get put on a public to address people. The leadership did not tell what happened. They waited for 8 days. Do you think now you're leading fools or okay, assuming that we are not leading the whole entire Biafrans, so Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not leading the whole entire Biafrans, but at least he's leading up at least not less than, let's say, 30 million people who are following what we're doing or what he was doing. So you don't expect that something. There are countries that is not even up to 2 million in Europe. Countries, the answer countries, they are not up to 2 million. Talk less of when you have closely 40 to 50 million people listening to your directives and instructions. He got look at something a matter of emotion, a job, he made an investigation, he just put on a public, and I don't know where they I look at Unba or do you hear them at their press release now, which I will come there very in no distance time. Press release, press release. Can't wait. Again. Therefore, let that Department of IPOB mouthpiece of dishing out information. How mess I up now? We help them through the leadership agency. Instead, in here they share by destroy IPOB as organization. We need to close that and take a charge of that department. Pure clean job. Clean job. They didn't do it in no act of power tussle. They didn't do it in no way control more they can shut everything. No, they did it for the safety of IPOB, for the safety of the movement. Because the movement go in a way, they didn't touch with them, they cannot sabotage them, those people. Practically impossible to sabotage people who are communicating IPOB leadership and structures. Do you get the point? So you want at this department is something that could put the life of the public in danger. Hand shot wire down. Take his charge of that place. So enemy accord to go off. And that is exactly how Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of shall run IPOB. Because if you leave that part open, somebody can issue statement in the name of Emeka Powerful. And for the fact he himself, the way here made that pronouncement, I had the account there. See, I do my hammer. No more. People are not questioning. You hear people, you see people, Biafrans questioning that this press statement or this thing, not the suspicious. It is your responsibility to counter is now going. Put to another member on but in the leadership all of a sudden within 1 week, or within 3 days, he can't contradict alone within the statement. If not, na IPOB distance from one. IPOB so okay na here that we need to distance head of directorate because only IPOB tomorrow, Mazi Dozem is in trouble. Before Biafrans and also before even the international community. So he has to control, and even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu got in trouble, which I'm coming to that point. So the leadership they are not for the interest of the people, not for the personal or to drag any position with anybody. asking any of them, the leadership, all of them, the blackmail, the attack, the mental torture, the family, the stress in this men in the last, in fact, it's 2015, Mazi Kanu Kembo, and the time Eminem invaded his house, and all this men had to go, mentally had to go drained, or did easy. But for the sake of millions of Biafrans who are counting on them, so they managed to keep this thing. So but here I'm how short or down that Kenyan side of information. The leadership are just like Hannah Chofta, keep away to themselves. So here these people, in order, because it's a calculated game, but the only difference, but the Nigerian government no aga with the Biafrans undeclared, unannounced. Psychological war. Lai Mohammed was saying every now and then, Lai Mohammed on social media said that even IPOB members, IPOB media warriors, they sleep on internet, they drink on internet, they smoke on internet, everything hand on internet. Lai Mohammed was crying all over the place. Minister of Information for Nigeria. They could not believe that IPOB, media. To the extent, BBC, IPOB media personals, chief police, BBC of Britain. Because IPOB war, despite that, did not stop. Kidnapping of Onyendu or detention of Onyendu cannot, with or without Mazi Kanu, cannot stop IPOB, rules of engagement. People got to say Onyendu. Mazobasi with or without you, they are trying to abandon you. Mazo says that Onyendu na kusuzi that Nasa Mazoba namne make this type of statement. Mefu finishes the child. Onyendu Ogimwa Kana Wazi Ogimwa was only with your intelligence, you can read between the line. A butter this kind of thing, you reacted to it. So no could jab but I'll be so the point is in my head detention remember. So with this thing, the leadership will be the work was here that time. See, okay, Edit Lonyen do now. The panic you no Olonye man who knows Monyendu. Mbe have flash that the first time or this onye who Onyendu. A question lawyers ga here. A question whom near ga here. A question anybody. Onwezi the leadership no one can struggle to calm the whole tension down. The leadership we are trying to explain things, trying to inform coordinators to hold the family together. And these people were on a rampage, blackmailing, China Sango, DOS, China Kedozim, Naheme Kureke, blast everywhere. Now Henry Onyendu, and I send the personal email to the extent in the evidence, Mweze coordination, now causing IPOB, now underground the leadership Amaha. This in the America now goes into IPOB. Ask them now, how will I be here now? I'm not my pro. How will I here? They are Dublin meeting to convince Dublin zone to follow their department or their own group. And for more DOE, from DOS to DOE, net dissolve for DOS, everything were all over the place. While the leadership was also trying to keep an eye on Yendu, because a man in the zoo, the condition Yendu, is something that gives only a concern. And they follows this thing. So Ngahano follows this thing, Kamraze, in Hene many. So in their name, those attack, pressure everywhere, trying to stabilize the IPOB, not to lose. Hey man, the game war. India segment by segment. Gidoni Shiha, once say Gidoni Shiha, now the struggle will take a nosedive. And the mission of war, Kitchen with somebody, I think one of the Onyo kick by her, Onyen do Brad, why that now. Now, Mbeji Onyen do not body at Tibagana moto. Come moila the motor. No phony woji in the Kenya wonye say, Nakonya do Chaniaga hawe partisans of Ibuba to Ibonya. Nia all what you say, all Tony do may escape. owo to onye ndu ji survive na the plan mgbe ha tiri ha chọrọ ịgbakọta ịla the motor kubam na ofu onye Chineke metụrụ aka n'obi sizi nna ya na onye a na ya amaghịkwara izi na eji egbu ya na aka ya esoghị ndị ọzọ werezie nwayọ ọrụzie mbula ka ebulatara onye ndu while esetekwe m that lawyer na-ekwu okwu already on social media na-etweet different thing. If you know, you know. Akpọ nwanne onye ndu si that na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on mountain praying. The DOS are not just here. Kebe nwanne nwoke what happened? Ya bi the power the US power mbade. Ajo ya say nwoke me makwa ebe bra. A chọrọ ịma ihe we be nwanne nwoke ka mara ha ga-agwa the public. Gị no here na aba. Just no tell you here ya ma no tell you I shall make you shall me. No what you shall me. But nyanwa bụ onye nyere authorization na ediji Twitter handle Mazi Nnamdi Kanu na-tweet that no onye ndu ga-abịa on air while ọ nọ n'aka ndị nro ejie na-atọchi ebe ọnụ. Then ajụ nne ya, because I have to mention names, ajụ nne ya si kemgbe ị nụrụ with onye ndu last ịdị aware na onye ndu na Kenya kemgbe ma ọ gala bịa before ka ọ nọ nne ya wa say now the last one ogra because the first one ogra ka ya dị aware but this one ya ma but ọ na communicate onye ndu ya agụkwụ aka this nne ya na this agadi nwanyị a na-agwọ ofe agadi nwanyị ụrụ ndị ụrụ this agadi ụmụ agadi nwanyị ndị a na-awụ na-eme nshi na-akwụ nshi n'ụlọ ọha nne ya wụ yeah, cover the thing up. Lied to the leadership in front of everybody. Lied. The woman lied to the leadership. In that situation, him ga do no Biafrans here now. Only you know to look at the leadership in such a way with this effort with the Mazi Chike, everybody trying their best, including the attack. And Omada highway Mazi Chike does them on a meeting to verify to Idria Hemren. Mazi Chike does them no na Zada Juju or Mahana na Omada highway connected the response of Mazi Chike does them to the public in the internet in the matter na me nature. Mazi Chike does them nature na ya na-ekwuru ụmụnne ndị nwaanyị kpọrọ ya ni our mothers kpọrọ ya ni to ask what happened. Ka ọ na asị na ụmụ otu Mazi Chike does them tayeri ọnụ ma okwuo something ọ na-ekwesịghị ikwu chee ya na-agwa ụmụnne ya, that would have been a pure sabotage to the public. Pure sabotage. That would have destroyed Mazi today. Mazi is one of the finders of IPOB, if you don't know. But that one will be a story of another day. So Mazi na voice ya a na-relay live on air, live on internet, na Facebook. In a meeting. Ekperima was playing it live. Ekperima, who was not in the meeting, was playing it. They connected it to his platform. He was playing it. Ndị mmadụ eke Mazi na-asazi ajụjụ asị ndị ụmụnne ọma na oli enu aside. In internal meeting, eche na ọwụ him and oli enu aside. The sabotage. KGA, because they wanted to use it to nail Mazi that he is any lateral make he poor njide Mazi Nnamdi Kanu exonerated in the involved he poor in the leadership kunu wa Biafrans jakunu buo the leadership destroy ya and once you destroy it in absence of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu you have nothing else left. You have nothing else left. Do you get the point? As long as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in their control. Now, all we send is Unu destroy the leadership. One, Unu decide they are wasn't here for game up. IPOB end. The struggle end. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is no longer there. Unu because Ehud wink Helunu towards that direction. The leadership tried their best and they maintained. He's not appearing anywhere. I said, okay, now what happened? The leadership have a meeting, member consultation. Since Umunonyendu cannot see him, lawyers cannot see him, what is the proof of life? Only here because in order. I couldn't do achievement IPOB leadership. Only here because na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu didn't. Can you make proof? The leadership have into their drawing board. It's okay. Here get many to pressurize Nigeria now to prove whether Monyendo or Dindo because someone is on what is going on. I says, okay, let's, now get in here, sit at home. Now get in here, sit at home. So, now get me, I'm more 2 or 3 days, guys, now get me. And then, all man there respond, now they push here to 1 week. Or now respond, now they put further here to, stages by stages, So, we'll take at the sit at home or that shit. After an agreement, made a consultation, both Mande and Olo Magna, everybody want to participate. All when they agree to be involved. Now the only way to contribute, now the only way to know. And what is the reason? To see whether Mama has the can or didn't do. Because access to him. Both they did not have access to onion. Nobody knows more than the now. That is how IPOB leadership came with that sit at home order. 18 years they sit at home. And the response was awesome. What happened? IPOB leadership achieved. What has they achieved? Because it can happen immediately. Move. No, you can make some little. You will show a guy that no news you know than marching forward, ignoring him as if nothing happened. Or then the struggle should end. But the leadership actually the group Basa. They try to the struggle Basa. They want things, they want to get closure. They want to this struggle cannot end like this naked onyendu. Naked napre. No, it can't end this way. These men took absorbed all the whole attack in their banimre. They absorbed it. It is at home. Yeah, walk. Can they sabotage the sit at home? The same woman do not blackmail the leadership. And what is the sit at home for? For the benefit of Mazi Nnamdi and them. Because Hama no Hama, Anya Amaganatna, one Nunyan meet here prior to the election 2023. Haglage meet say na niego for 2023 election. Learning Daniel how that more. Would I had the leadership got to say you want to know Bugaganariego for 2023 election. You people, I am telling you, none of you name IPOB leadership attack can endure 1%. Can accept. You can't the biggest sabotage the leadership in this world. You people are gifted. You don't know what you have. With zero finance, zero finance, KG hold on Nigeria around something today. Zero. Now, can you money? So, this is it at home, and they need the logistics to also to make sure that men can make sure that would hold in our league. Okay, what happened? The leadership chose na our financial department. Ghana Radio Biafra. This woman will go to Radio Biafra. All of you who are following things will understand what I'm saying. It's not a blackmail. It's not it matters. She will go on Radio Biafra without the approval of IPOB leadership. She will now go there and tell them, nobody can tell me what to do. It's only Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and you know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we want access to him. Access to him. The leadership will have access to him. Now, to give money for the logistics of the family on ground, Mandi Nandi di Hebrew diha, Maka Naga school, Mandi Merura, Mandi no logo, Mandi Aquaro, and Asika, what they go because Onyan Daddy available. What they go we can keep those ones up and going. This woman is unless me am from Onyan. Now, how are you going to hear from Onyan? Anyone on one, the leadership also is working hard to get access to. So you have to keep everybody honest. You can never listen. And it's one is head of directorate. And the command the head department of security distant and the welfare. This woman Akuche Dego. Because the government man na one gidonyi shiha, the second kuchie their financial department. Once you kuchie, the struggle will automatically take a nosedive. That's why you have to praise and hold to the highest esteem the leadership of IPOB for tolerating this type of sabotage and betrayal of the highest order. Go and ask, and all of you know here, go and ask which country that will function without a finance. Which will tell me. So IPOB still, and this thing we are going on, none of you knows. These men we are the same woman man onye ndu no na Kenya, the same woman bari ticket, the same woman man na ejie, the same woman man na rendition, the same woman chere na oga amu na say that na more or less me anu wutu ni anu onye ndu the only person get any order. So what is the office of the head of directorate? Because onara ga record here now, oge nwe accountability. Again one onwe ga record that na mgbe ejo to na inyere issue money out to head of directorate. So ya ku oni he ji emene now because this is organization. You want to know the record, but you refuse access to fund for him. How do you want the head of the directorate even to sponsor people to go and visit Onyendumo, to go and search Onyendumo, to make contact with the Ndimuri Kenya assets? How? What am I doing? How? This is what they did to a man, grown-up men. Grown-up men. You are not talking about children here. Learned men in a struggle. They humiliated them. Tonight and I hear the mother of all broadcast. Invite our people here, Kahanoya. I know that it will go viral tomorrow. Kahano, what will happen? So I'm waiting to this sit at home. Who sabotage it? That no nyendu nane when neko examination hagaga because the sit at home, the first one, the thing is people respond. And what has you all of a sudden? And what has you no onyendu say call all the sit at home off? Onyendu that native hate, and people are saying this is the only way to contribute. Onyendu say no, na call lawyer off. By then Nigeria go access because they could not believe Naimure again with that kind of response from Biafrans in both home and abroad. A total shutdown, highest came back on the IPOB movement. Biafran struggle, total shutdown. Immediately here, Hammer or send this signal. Undi enyezi access. Access enyo onyendu. The very first message they were onyendu na IPOB till they sit at home. No, they against here na. No, man affect UNESCO. No, man can achieve exam. Ebi they call one other thing. The very access. With age that sit at home where to onyendu mama odendo. Dia would the first sabotage agragaro onyendu. Onyendu immediately. I got onyendu na the first one 80 graga allow it to keep until they put a court. Onyendu so no. That is the biggest shock of the life of both Biafrans and the head of the directorate, the DOS. As a Lutesha wasn't there by and sit at home, Nana call is here off. When Onyendu have not even come out in the public. A Lutesha meha. Stress everywhere. If you remember consultation again until I get to a conclusion, Mazi has to go on air to announce to the Biafrans that now they sit at home and suspend the gate that Onyendu in order to do so. Or why Ben so be to the leadership. Because because the DOS obeyed Onyendu as no DOS doesn't obey Onyendu. Because the DOS obeyed Onyendu. That was where the problem started against the DOS. Ndị ebe anyị akịrị wawa asị na court of sit at home. Why? The only thing they do eja draw attention of the public eja support no onye si court onye si council na anala ego. The same woman in the Gawana public, Gagwan de matter that night will be leadership and non ego to suspend sit at home. Then Gazian Hazu, the same woman, this guy said, I asked him Nagama or her, but how can it work? How Gazian Hazu Gagwa Simon Eba no carry on the sit at home, her hijack is here. As soon as her hijack the Nigerian opportunity, this year create here the terror and when I leave. Because sit at home it's not the first time I know Broly. Sit at home of IPOB had been there since 2015. is it 2015 or 2014? They forced to sit at home for fallen heroes. It has been there. So you can't tell me that you sit at home with them at 2021. It's one, if you are not, you know, May 38 and sit at home has been there. One of our major tools. How come the compromise is here in 2021? How got support is there? Was it my home was here? Each was here order with the enforcement. And you're going to enemy enabling environment now. A dizzy, man, while all sit at home, nobody was attacked, nobody, no enforcement, people were peacefully sitting at home, nothing. All of a sudden, always announced, use once the pronouncement, Nigerian army and their agent are going into action. Once the pronouncement, and the pronouncement, they claim more responsibility. Then I just go, be IPOB. Do you know the funny part? Amen. The thing be IPOB, be the leadership. Only the pronouncement, no only claim, a claim one, how happier they will leave him. They will come and say it is IPOB. But it will be no announcement. Nyama claim then assisting up IPOB. Do you see the whole thing? It was a very terrible thing. The leadership, the USA, the IPOB always going on air. There's an issue with this statement to distance IPOB from whatever that is going. Because Aton was yelling their ban against the sit at home. Because the whole mission was to destroy IPOB and her leadership. Tom won their ban against the struggle. Men they ban hated the struggle, hated IPOB. No one him book all for them. Ndị ebe anyị na-ama anya lelele na ka arụrụ ara ebreze mewezi attack the leadership. The whole thing at work was here. Adjuasing IPOB leadership, they disobeyed. They can't help cause the problem because IPOB leadership obeyed by suspending the sit at home, not cancelling, suspending, because the sit at home can still be used. May 38 is coming. May 38 is coming. It was suspended. They went in the back, got what the guy or carry on. The guy carries here on the So what happened in the process? Then I didn't was there time. On the same cap, I'm caught on here. I want to hear people I want people to be, because I could go carry Atrom come call wire code Hanya Maka, all the nonsensical rubbish Hane kuna social media ne fulu ndi ha fulu. You know, that's why I wanted to explain this. Now, so the first and the second, the kidnapping of Onyendu, therefore to the leadership women, even to secure him, and then the sit at home order. What happened? The next one. Go ahead. Let me go ahead. Now the third one I will see. But the leadership ndị sabotage this one. I say, now what is the next thing enwere ike ime? Ka ihe ọzọ wụ the next thing in action now. And Onyendu enwewele health issue obrabia develop work, which were a very serious concern. Very serious concern to the leadership. So the leadership now just to get the awareness and get the public to know what is going on. So because they want to keep everything now to the public. The leadership there's a man answer that Onyendu's health due to have a private delay again. Because they defeat how corrupt all sit at home. How corrupt here now. So Onyendu the leadership man answer that look the health of Onyendu at the moment. So can happy the question as a IPOB no one. What happened them? What happened? The same Onyendu, the same Setekwem people went and sabotaged it, said that Onyendu's health is in order, there's nothing wrong with him, that we are trying to create tension, the leadership is trying to create tension. Or Mashik or Wash. What we are saying here on a public, so him the Kumakandiara no na ko na their platforms na kwinyo. So kahabia here, dispute to open the line, help put to him the wrong. Na public. We are not saying here say they say he say are you sure? Are you sure? Do you go there? We are telling you what happened before everyone's eyes here. Are you getting my point? Hell to Onyendu is concerned about. These people went to the public. They use newspaper, they use Twitter, they use every media platform to announce that now IPOB is trying, the leadership of IPOB, the DOS is trying to hype the situation of Onyendu. No one hurry him again. Just let it dirty effort on no, they just destroyed it. They just destroyed it. What is the achievement on IPOB leadership? What have they done? What are they doing? The fight they put through just to keep Mazi Nnamdi. I don't know who is calling me here. I don't know. Please, if you want to call, you call on my. You have to. Please, Mazi, if you want to call, you call on my distance. Please allow me to explain this. So let's move to the line. Actually, can once and for all. Maybe another cheap can make a different thing. Please. So mgbe this thing ha sabotage that part na onye ndu eji ha ahụ. Then went and said ha ma dere tinye na social media onogba unu chọkwa the right up ha unu ga-ahụkwe. Ha sị Mazi Nworu was trying to hype the public na Mazi Nnamdi Kanu eji ha no eji ahụ no nwe ihe again. They made the leadership to look like liars. A manage ekwe na push kwe. These things are enough for these men to back out. To say, this is what you want to destroy your brother from the beginning to where we are until this very moment. No, gaga masrun. And at that time, now I say that now these people are trying to do is to disconnect Onyendu from IPOB, the organization with the backbone here, with the base here. And once this protection is out, Onyendu is vulnerable. I know that time. Being the matter name attack na while the units of IPOB, the zones and the national, they were battling in their units as well. People stopped contributing because Nyanya's actions. People stopped contributing. There was no fund. This period of time, there was no fund whatsoever. If any Dofo cannot get any fund to function. It's so sad. Now, what are we doing? Then Anagazi Kagagazi. I chọta lawyer if anyị dị ofe be the battle wa o battle katala here anyị wakwa ya ana support kwa with from different little ones anu na enweta because when e go den ana adizote isi me akpọmatazie Michael Zokome case changes egwu enwezi ihu ọ dị ka things obidla anya ọ dịwala in control of the whole situation. I couldn't do the achievement of IPOB leadership, they want to do that. They want to this one. Actually, who know how to defend the movement, defend the Onyendu. Man, that's now they are not known against this movement. Are the pure enemies that want Onyendu out of the way, and it's very unfortunate because we will hold everybody will be held accountable for anything peradventure him Onyendu. You got to. So I got one person. So the case in now. The case have almost go shape. A battle was a more and the has a meweze henuni made the case. A meweze henuni me. I got court a win ye. I got Supreme Court a win ye. I got Court of Appeal a win ye. I got African Court AU a win ye the court case. Abiaze to the conclusion, discharged and acquitted to Onyendu. Ekpe for almost 2 years or 3 years. And what Onyendu discharged and acquitted. Case Awuzie. Yawuzi Ejidlende the zoo, the enemy Ejidego na the scrotum. Makandine Swabeke. Ejidego Hongo. Case Abulani. Now, can Nigeria state get provided? The public or the international community know here the reason when Court of Appeal have discharged and acquitted Onyendu, when the federal court has said leave Onyendu, when Supreme Court have said leave Onyendu. Now Nigeria they defend the wazie the reason your court you see discharged and acquitted IPOB leadership and her legal counsel teams kuchie ya na ya rubit there rubit okwu nsọ Chineke ihe niile emeghe unu n'ihu because we need to narrate, we need to correct you, put you back to the track ka ị mara ihe na-eme. So ndị a na-emepe platform ha na-akọ bullshit, ha na-atụ asị ha na-akọ rubbish ha ga-emara what to, because I seems na unu like ebe a na-akọ asịrị na ebe a na-akọ akụkọ ha na-ehe tinye ndị content unu agadi aga na-eme ha. I want you people ka unu jiri aka unu engage these people, this internal enemy, the willing to sue external enemy find now. Hey, I might attack IPOB from within inside. I am the expose here. Mgbe what are the setting acquitted? Okwu aguzi egbabiweze n'okwu there. Now, Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor aga miame zokome agige suo Nigeria singwa bia wetara nanya evidence gosiri that na ndị a unu proscribe bia gbanye ihe wudi ya offense. They sued Nigerian government. Come and tell us or tell the public offense of IPOB why you proscribe them as a terrorist organization. Come, hala onwe honye na dazi court. Because na hana habia court, ha hapu case ya heba, ha happy time because they have not come. Etile and they have not shown up. There's nothing the lawyers can do other than to let the sleeping dog lie as an organ. I have to go to that case ya heba. While they were Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, discharge and acquitted. Now, if in general, onwezi he wuji Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB, and then when you convict the lesson or wunyawa, wonye, ipen armagondi IPOB na their legitimate, agitation for Biafra restoration or self-determination. All the go clear, only and that go free. The leadership put to the fight with their legal counsel. Everything that they go neat. Kidnap make it happen on I confirm go now extraordinary rendition. Which is in Nigeria and everything. The UN working group each go order and communicates that Nigeria should obey their own rules and regulations that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be free. What happened? The same people are gonna hey they use they attack Ifeanyi Ejiofor, they attack Ozogome for nearly 2.5 years. Attacking also they even included P2B. They attack them like no man business. Autopilot, they attack. They are attacking our people on ground. They are attacking our mothers. They are attacking the sisters at home. They are attacking even the discharged and acquitted. What happened? The same people went in the back. First of all, be there blackmail who are these people. See na meta here, now they don't want Onyendu to be released. Now they because the narrative for Nigeria to spend money to go and kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But Onyega would they willing to? That's the question. Onyega would they willing to complete that here or gain the navigation of it Onyendunga? Because I caught all that tapu to I caught all that Odo ha ga ready to Onyendunga by getting discharged and acquitted. About now. So IPOB governs the international and diplomatic engagement. No gang IPOB leadership on. Onyendo kono ko gedere amba kun so MBA akwụkwọ report Ozokome blackmail all the man. Blackmail all anima. He must be sacked. He must be sacked. They are thief. They are that. My autopilot. Hey kuye. But we are Carolite. But we are kuide. Haka kuyonyendu. Harorias. Any fundraising. Kuide. Ha convince Onyendu elere a man that fought so hard from 2015 to the very moment. And they decided to relieve this man out of office in the only one of the strongest, the only shield only at the courtroom. Onyendu, which would again, that the same mission of Nigerian government, from the beginning of adoption to the time Kahakano, they trick these people. Egajo. Actually, one that na Bintanya ko enweghị the capacity to jail Onyendu. How you take years? Because and what about they willing to? And what about the trick in on to the extent even the Nigerian prosecutor just said that IPOB leaders were laying ambush on him. They were ambushing him in court. You can imagine. I couldn't that man in Joglo and that's an IPOB legal counsels and a mere ambushing him in court. Because I know what an fact and figures now. I need debating and I had a court to law na court. Use all your own Lord. Only do not him again. And the communicate now back to the leadership. The leadership never why you need dispatch information to the members. And we can would have there somewhere. People will be there gradually now recover. Now what has any lem again? The same people gradually see that now Mazi now actually share these people. Not how much you release Lonian. Not how much fools say I join ya. Was attack all of a sudden, disgracefully, not in honor, disgracefully, they humiliated this man, Almighty Ozokome. They humiliated him, they blackmailed him, or if I need you for, they blackmailed them, humiliated, disgraced them. This man, quietly, without any further anything. Not to create any chaos, not to create any rancor. They quietly walked out. Disappear into the background. All of a sudden, a trick was here. A trick here. No, may accept. Now, once what you accept to go back to appeal court. No, once accept to go, he will got bail. And a trick onyendu na push onyendu na push. I say onyendu amagi here. Onyendu is very intelligent, but sometimes something can, always small little mistake. Yeah. And a trick na code that and na do onyendu neji and I code the thing. They near come when he no ma accept na ekpebiele ma mi bi ntanya ko ga nyi ebel no ga nyi ebe na ekpebiele. Ka hemren. The day heck baby listen only do somehow give consent. Na agachi back to appeal. By then, nka na this in a discharge la quit. Akadi don each day was illegal. Nigeria respond to the international community. Why are you holding this man? Your court to say that he's discharged and acquitted. Why are you Nga the leadership no. And the gang these people decided to go and make it a tricky hunting, assisting onyendu. They give a consent and I got back to court. Since they are convinced, an agreement that Naga Naga near bell, whatever condition and Naga near bell. After I convinced Onyendu, remember Bonyendu. I try maybe after what the videos here because I'll take time. Remember Bonyendu there's the court. The very first time Almighty Lion. Or Hamadike himself, who honor that the court, the whole Abuja distance still. I couldn't now. By that time, IPOB in a junior court. Look at what happened. Oh, one they have an IPOB. They just put him the court. Or learn the honor. By that time, Zokom Jofo Potana court, he will address Umuchineke, he will address Biafrans. You will see the discussion, the debate, the argument in court, and the next step. But the case, you will have the case is now finished. Yana case can there. What condition they release on you? Biafrans are possibly denied the court because what we bell now, we bell what's in house. Hana chase you, election na happier, more condition no ja happen yend. Nigeria wasn't doing any other thing. But they decided they gawazie trick onion the gawazie accept. Once somebody remember, guys, I said onion do the lion, the man who wanile na no everywhere they do. I pop at onion do na court. This omo lawyers in there, they no cool na all here. Let her sometimes we just kept quiet. Don't keep them there. The day onion do the court, the very first time after that accepting the lie here, the appeal court, accepting to go back to appeal court. Onion do their court that day. In my hand, because I have believed that I have another job before Onion do. God knows what I'm around here, akpọrọzi onye ndu gwacha onye ndu that na everything adịgo set na ọwụ just ọbịa na court ka anyị nyekwuzi okwu inye bel. Onye ndu abịa na court gawazie to the table of ndị nri the prosecutors ndị na-ekpe ikpe ọnwụ, ndị si na ha chọrọ ka enye ya ikpe ọnwụ. Ọkwa ha nwasị na life sentence adịghị mma na ọwụ ka enye ya ikpe ọnwụ na ọhịa chọrọ ka enye ya. Kwụnụ nụrụ ya na mgbe ha mere their conclusion. Ọwụzi ndị a gwụrụ onye ndu na ọ gaghị ana aha aka things. Onye ndu almighty on that day ka m si game no, oh my Chineke, my Chineke, ogini mere. Hell, chim, what is going on? Almighty onye ndu abịata na court gage na ndị aka. He has no boy. Hey, mas what? There's no onye ndu. The biggest shock of my life and everybody they concerned. Onye ndu abịa court has no boy. Almighty onye ndu wefutara aka na ndị aka has no boy. I think mgbe aha ka the onye ndu brain ya everything came to. I think that time onye ndu realized that how and remember in the same court mgbe aka onye ndu ji kusuzu ụmụnne na court na ma adịghị happy n'ihe na-eme na m dị disappointed. Unu hụrụ that part of video pụtara na which ha nwa court ha amaghị na onye ndu ga-ekwu ihe dị ụta, but the video captured that particular small section that I'm adịghị happy n'ihe na-eme. I'm not happy with you guys. Because it reduces onye ndu to nothing. Hang on, come with a charger here before here. Come with a small thing. Okay. Yes. Here na sign book on. Bear with me. Ask them come me here too, but I'm almost 3 hours. Let's see. Hang on. I want to put this thing. Don't we care? Some more time before battery appear so here. Because just bear with me. All right. Now, so. Has no bonyendu. That was the time the man and there is gonyendu imi. He destroy gonyendu. Kehemren in nature something. Kehemren within that time. Set up my put on social media. As soon as onyendu man accept that thing. So come up put on social media. Say that in Ugo, no the whole case of onyendu, they have to now start all over again. Now I got start is afresh. Mazi Chineke pulling her job. How did we get here? How can somebody say na wonyo kikpe geje put say that na the schedule acquitted everything na enwetara onye ndu na ga na ogala na ga ebize n'isi now? See, that means aga kpegarizi ikpe and ndị anwa ka ga-ekpe ndị aga ekpe ka ikpe lara ha now and I to plan ndị nwetara this thing. That means onye ndu have accepted that na ikpe ka ekpere before na ekpeta here. That is the schedule acquitted. He na no kwego that no woge so na ga ebize n'isi. Kenye ze ye gine kwane ken ha genye o decide na kute de nyere ye kenya kinya nwa reverse now ko nwere ho so aga enye nunu gwam the word since ye shi na decide na kute ndị emebi obe ginu kata bi ekwezi si na aka chi back to the appeal court ka appeal court nye hu decide na appeal court o nyere decide na kute o ka ha nyeze gine what else ka ha ga-enye gị. Are you getting my point? This is the question I'm not doing on social media at that time. See, this appeal court now actually now from discharge and acquitted back to appeal court. Okay, you do what? Or who the same appeal court discharge and acquitted? Come on, or freedom. Discharge and acquitted. Oh, so I need explanation. Ndi matter that one. Ndi se ha na ha gra trumbu na ha gura. Hard work. Na like ndị na-eturu n'ọnụ because anyị adịghị etu ọnụ anya ha na-egosi ha iwu ihe awụ ụmụaka ka na saa ahụ ka anụ na primary school mgbe anyị gawuri anyị mewere njem ha pụtara bịa gụ na ụmụ discharge na acquitted ụmụ na ha emeghe the onye ọka ikpe attack ụmụ discharge na acquitted. All of you started hating Mazi Uba, started attacking me for no reason. Mazi, even though Nanya Agahon law, but this is common sense. How can somebody who is discharged and acquitted is going back to acquit? Although Kusha Gazi, he chose or what we know, that he should have it only in Agasina, they should know what happened. I don't know, I couldn't explain the whole thing. They turn our people here, all of you, they turn majority of you against Mazoba and Bowaze Momo discharge and acquitted. There's a hard copy in him, say, screenshot or a GMA broadcast, GMA program. People are now again who their father there. They who are Zayoba, that you have seen even the Biafran genocide. I am the one that found it here, with that discovered it here. What happened? How many millions? All through me. The very first time I even such a thing in public. The video got viral. On any YouTuber. Well, I'm an ass man and I'm on YouTube. Until na YouTube that I'm on back, I'm going to be everywhere. But a man who make posts on Facebook. The mad YouTubers are get bored the thing. That is discovery Ipob Island. I made him here as himself, Master Ipob Island discovery. Because I want a personal praise him, personal appraisal. They don't need it. Honesty, truth and honesty. She grew here to Yana. Every time I say we have filed, we have filed. And there's a picture. Other court. India don't care the well-being of Onyendu. They don't care anything. They are just there trying to how am I at the picture? In a lady hotel, Abia court, in a lady hotel, the hotel not transparent court. It's like anyone online the body language of Onyendu. They concern his way, the way of reaction here. But these people are coming only can say picture. You cannot see them debating, you cannot see them arguing, you cannot see them questioning the judge. What is it? Unless this law hold this. Something Hane made and I'm arguing at court. Hana Wagi, while Barisifani Jofo, you can see what transpired inside court. Their argument. And where they were, where they are, how they quash one count, how they quash the two count, they left with the court, or the lawyer court, the court, or the quash the 4th and 50 charges. Indicate the half of that, they didn't quash anything, nothing what they were doing, nothing. We have fired, and I queen, and they say, pictures, how Nanego. Una amaghi na ọwụ mgbe the government patrandi na use ha to play you, to downplay you. The more opportunity na aga, the more moral na the weak. Only I hear me for months until they rule the stage. What happened? See, several times me post way. Mazi Murabia out of anger and provocation. Mazi Murabia on social media. See, le kweni handi ane no onye ndu atụkwali anka na ndị a memila kwala onye ndu na onye ọbụla ti ikwu ọnụ na aka agbawa ndị aka ha sị o Chinasa nwere okwu pele ọnụ ya na-eweta ya egbo ha kwuru ha kwuo ya ndị ke otu hụ na ndị nyetụwa ha ego data ma aka nọ na Lagos ugwu ori nwaanyị ma akwuole m achọghị m ikwu much. But I can say the majority of ndị ụmụaka nọ n'ụlọ nwere nsogbu n'ụlọ aka ya sochi ya. That olukwuo. Mgbe ndị mmadụ ga-ebido gbafuwe ihe o kwuru na ihe ebe ọ dị involve, unu ga-amara ọnọdụ ya na Ipob. Chronic hapụ ka hapụ ikwu ego dị. You know? Now, these things are na-eme. A na-akpọ ya ụra. Before na amara ihe na-eme. Ebidozie gawazie from the charge and acquitted back to court. After the DOS, the leadership and her legal team fight everything to get everything they needed for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to be safe. To avoid this illegal sentencing of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The leadership. I couldn't do the leadership umre. I couldn't do him achieve. I couldn't have that they disobeyed. Everything, every action the leadership will take is in the interest of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the organization, not for their personal interest. Not for the personal interest. All their engagement, everything we are in the open. But there are some certain things the engagement advisors, they can't come out and say, I can help you now, I can help you thought and I won't want on. And I can hear me now. You don't do that. No, what in I was in what I can have find out. Do you get what I'm saying? the leadership and keep ndị ka ekwesịrị keep na-emekwa unu engage anyị na-asụkwa unu continue be strong continue until ndị akpọrọ onye ndu gaghachizie to court. Now ka ihe mere for them to find within this time and they alaghachiri to court of appeal ka enwee ihe a ga-aghọda aka si na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-eme ihe wu illegal o setekwa m akata n'azụ gaga were this file nene Maazị Ejiofọ ji Nigeria na-ekwe ha bịa court gaga n'azụ geburu the file convince onye ndu gaga were the file bịazie na court about IPOB here ndị gbara ọsọ werezie the file bịazie back to the court eji proscribe IPOB immediately ndị ahụ that opportunity has said that na IPOB na prescription how can do. But the same man who publishing, we are not blackmailing, because I had somebody asking stupid question with this guy the other day. So the same person who the same man, the same lawyer who na public that IPOB as that IPOB has been disproscribed. To get you to trust them that they can do something when they were lying. Here we paper publishing on social media that an IPOB have been disproscribed. The same person in say that an IPOB have been disproscribed. Again, we file again to the court. The IPOB has been proscribed. Now the court was saying the prescription in place. Na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu also na this return na this retrial ya na ka ejiziri wureze some of those things prosecute we say Maazị Nnamdi Kanu no na lead legal this one no broadcast about the procurator but here Zokome and the Barrister for the Jofo argue wash her out ka we return us the back return wire back and you okwu ya ha say na one more discharge and acquitted na anyị na-eme lawyers attack it's not attack danger. It's not an attack. These people should either have mission, either have an enemy, or actually destroy Maazị Nnamdi Kanu and this struggle. My people sometimes now put up a program now say now any land is to turn Maazị Nnamdi to distance Maazị Nnamdi Kanu from IPOB. And once no one to go on as boso. Once na has succeeded in this. The same man I go on social media. I can see that now those who are IPOB called enemy of Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. Now those are the people Maazị Nnamdi Kanu called his disciples Kasogene. That ye de hini leodre. Mana just say my Hindu the Kashon they contradicted to Maazị Nnamdi Kanu's case. Mana say this man now put on social media net. Actually, one that the Nandi G ikpe Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ha nwa ihe ọ na-ede na ha ga-ewere this in represent na case Maazị Nnamdi Kanu lekwe ha onye ọka ikpe represent ya ukwu because that opportunity is important. That's why what the BBC na-ede ihe niile ga contradict Maazị Nnamdi Kanu ọ ga ya nwoke gbagho ka nkatara the other day apụta say that na the Maazị Nnamdi Kanu is secured in DSS more than being outside with IPOB and the leadership. Yeah, he mad to make a good. Oh, one day for trying to go say that the DOS na hat on Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. But he say that Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na DSS no the more secured there than any one campaign kopota. Name broadcast Kanu na pota here be na chimochi. Na chimochi, DNA geomoji na chimo campaign for the freedom of his brother. Yet they ask me I should cry him hard. Emeka they ask that na heart attack no get make it. Na na more come na campaign na ekwu nro nwanne mu. Na just say okay. What does this thing mean? Ke ho nya na akọwa. Ofuta na nwute eji nchiji eji nwanne nwoko. Ndị say that na blood it is thicker than water. Ndị na amaghị ihe. So in na kekwa na ijiji eji nwanne nwoko na egwute m here. No one to him. Oji na apụta here na eji emoji na achimochi. Na amokum. For what reason? Only here to get hear this guy mean. So the whole thing was psychologically. I was thinking, what the hell is going on? You know, like this man. Any other thing need involved right now, man. Engineer make campaign, broadcast. I spend my time what I'm here. You like that much, mockery. It's okay, finally. Now, where do we? In summary, we can make a line here because I got them 2 hours. Mazi is okay. anyị ekwudele this thing nga anyị kwudere erute this level now until that day that shocked everybody, that got the whole entire Biafran from the north, east, and west and south ice cold. Igbo land and the whole entire east, in fact, even entire Nigeria were completely like graveyard. Like graveyard. How make it here? Push you don't. I pay or pay brave. From the charge and acquitted, I push Ronyendo. I provide the Allah they say. I provide because it can even that a motor should be a court without Onyendo accepting to go back to trial. I got a hack and gap of them born on the charge and acquitted be face a trial. But for the fact he didn't accept the consent to trial, or one of Talian, or Garaka Mayaka and Wedding Gahon. One of Talian, one young man or Puno Lucy must face trial. In fact, that time, I remember that time, how brought the foreshot that Onyendo will go to trial. Mazi China Samura get with it that now Onyendo cannot stand trial. He can't go back to trial. Ken enter Gawana social media immediately. Can say that now my brother must stand trial. More core IPOB leadership for saying that their leader will not stand trial because he has been discharged and acquitted. Immediately on the reaction of people, Yaga get deleted the thing was possible. So, where is this place? The leadership major. Until he make it here, until that final day. Final day. The measure the pronouncement. Since the onion doing banaka here. Has is in our not only and can broke. To the extent I got today. And these people, the onion do garena has no boy. We are saying that no one do not see near eto and how we can broke our heart or apples. No, we be a book at any. Now, Umuchineka Manahano here, no in truth and honesty. How do you feel looking at Onion Dunane Kuzoku, somebody I in Naka here from the Children of Kuda, and Kuzoku Sina, actually to Yanga, Mpoko. How do you that day? Upon all at Yobinaka that day. The two Munia were comfortable. They were comfortable. Ndike no na come on social media here no na ko iri akọ ma ke no need limro no ka catfish. All of them no na ko iri. Na akpanyo mu discharge and acquitted. What were they face? Ke they face head na ele ihe mere na court that day. Until he made that pronouncement here. Season na atolo onye ndunga. Onye wula na ajuzi say how on earth ke ka ha shi me. And so who has no blame game. I know who's it cause very much problem. No, has no. I make it until her Atonian he disappear. All of them he disappear. All of them Poanyo discharged and acquitted he disappear. For 1 month plus. All of a sudden I'll do you now hell and why left our way again. Onyenduse, go and meet Onyendu in Sokoto. As if, in that you see, can you also produce people? What are they talking about? So, in Sokoto, no, was it like that one you go and meet Onyendu in Sokoto? Gaga confirm Oheku na Sokoto. Ndi hine na di eme, Onyendu shinantela. Onya chori igbu egbu. Asisi na ozi na asị na that man, woman, will not answer na owu ka na egbu Onyendu. Ndị zu aga ha waste time. Because all the one word hatch. That pronouncement catch one head 3K or be back to trial. Can we a reason again reverse a henny lay person or the children acquitted. And the hand may succeed here. All of a sudden, these same people within the patron say, can be union do what have you people done? Can be union do what have you know? You see, the same people who wanted to fight for the children acquitted of Mazi and the kind of why are they not calling for protest? Why are they not doing it? Can they waga? Got this level for 4.5 years with Ronnie and Luther, all of a sudden in a twinkle of eye, just within 7 months, 6 and 7 months. Goronyen the boy now Onyeki Wuji na Henilandia. Uno job between them and the DOS. Onye meronyen do hemeni today. Do you see what we're saying? Now I want to open the line. Call Wani. Wani, your own take now. At least I will leave this line open. Let me see what is the time. Let me see. 2 hours. Okay. Come near another 30 minutes for phone call. Call us. Our number is there. So let me tell them the WhatsApp. The line is now open. Call us. At least help them. What I'm going to say. We wait for them until he push their nonsense, coach their rubbish. As no one do has said that they should create another movement. Can you imagine? No one do graha, nahagra no one do say create another movement that will be completely away from IPOB leadership, but it will be also under IPOB. Oh, no, program. Let's answer this call. Caller, hi, Mazi. Okay, let me. Caller, tell us your name and where you're calling from, please. Please go ahead. Noise carrier. Yeah, go ahead, Mazi. I know him. No, you're going to go ahead. I know him. Okay. Okay, Mazi, go ahead. Go. 2 minutes, book.
Yeah, I know. In details. In fact, what you are just saying, you just gave the detailed analysis of what transpired. But when we came to each of you take that one.
Okay.
Yeah? One with the leadership, the zoo lawyer, the zoo government, the leadership, the lawyer, because the Jofo Roshri, the Daniel Butro Hamadike Court. He made effort to see him. He couldn't see him. Then the leadership as a movement nobody, because things are that fly over that in fact no one to the next day. So the leadership has said that now they are locked down Biafra land. Anom na Biafra land that every Monday now they went total lockdown. Even some people say Oga walk.
Yeah.
I can remember vividly on Friday, because that weekend was so hot in Aba. People were rushing to go and buy food stuff, to prepare themselves for that day. Then everybody that said that to me on Monday, Sunday night, the paper pulls of Boya, the sun, Korea.
How do you Carlos
No, yeah, now cancel a sit at home. Even many of my friends who are calling me, now cancel a sit at home. That the leadership I can't got it. They can make contact as only the IPOB then Imabu have not said anything, and then the leadership have not made any official pronouncement in regards to that. They cannot when you to Ituria now because of NECO. Now I can't survive that sit at home. Then the leadership said that they are hopeful that the sit at home will continue. Then that Monday, the sit at home, it was successful. It was massive. Then before the next Monday, Kahem has information from Onyen to see that they should lift the sit at home. By that time, the lawyers are Onyen to then they lift to say that that day the leadership of the organized Jonathan when anchor that program. So even the people, the leadership, but they have to obey Mazinam the Khan, and they lifted up. They lifted it up. All of us, even IPOB ethics, and that was tutored by Mazinam the Khan. Now the Khan see that IPOB is a hostile military that is commander. ka Simon Ekpa bito who said that Samuel Ekperima that in fact that the struggle of a lot of pilot how that was how autopilot came up that only
Mazi line na court. Mazi line na court. A lot of people are calling.
Yeah, when I get control with the sister too. What's with that? This is not what Mazi and the count told us, that we should obey our leaders. That I know that we need to know money. That all command and control. That was how I retraced my step. Immediately, he said, no, we must follow whatever the leadership said. Is what we, and let me tell you that the leader, only anything this leadership have done that have more leaders. Even when America was centered, I felt that Nana gave put him and us every Nagi, but they came say everybody should calm down. And I really thank God for that, for the wisdom these people are, the leadership are exhibiting. Because Nasuno Chisike, Una Galamba. This when he last time, I don't know if you remember, after when the last controversy, he said that these people are coming in patches.
Yeah.
Because this one now, they're more severe than Kebrima.
Yeah.
Because the narrative they are pushing all that to the people that even they recruited some of us now to start fighting against the leadership. Now, in fact, they push you ask the Nandekano. Now, over here, can be only believe today. Also, that now, even the memory the last that these politicians, none of them will go back again. As is in the 100 Mazen and Bekano. We then put Mazen in another thing. Now, what's the you see what they are doing. So, him to the Punya, Unuchisike. Actually, I'm sure can somebody tell you one single thing that the leadership have done that have sabotaged this problem? Nobody has given me answer. I so much believe in the leadership, and my spirit strongly believe that they have no compromise.
Thank you so much. The phone is ringing madly. It's ringing madly. The next caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling from, please. Go ahead, please, in 2 minutes, because the phone is, my goodness me, you people can hear it buffing off here. Go ahead, please, caller. Tell us your name and where you're calling from, please.
You're calling from Lagos, Nigeria.
Okay, Lagos,
Nigeria.
Okay, go ahead. What is in your mind, please, in 2 minutes?
My contribution is just simple, because looking at how the brothers are even jeopardizing the whole thing, is they are actually personalizing the struggle as if it's a family business. But because of our leader, Namdekan, at least,
yeah.
For me, let's do our part because of Biafran restoration, not even Namdekan at the moment. There was a time I almost take my life from Namdekan. I never knew that the brothers are as useless as ordinary ragging get them. The siblings they are nothing to write home about. So just for the fact that many people are giving their life because of Biafra, that's the only reason. If not, somebody like me, I don't really want to go the other way, because looking at it seems that the brother even want to wish him. They are wishing him dead. Not that it seems they are wishing him dead. Maybe they are using him to bargain for power or other things. That's their business. But because of Namdekan, I will encourage the leadership. Let's march. If it's protest, I think the youth in the East, in fact, we are 100% ready. Let them just give order for even for the. I want our leader to be out, but at least for Biafra restoration, because a lot has gone.
Of course. Ndewo, unu na-ekwu okwu maka leadership. Unu na onwe unu. Ha ga na-ekwu ihe awụ na-enyete this information ka unu nwee ike mara what has transpired within this period of time. Na ha just na cover up now.
Oh, those one with the high IQ, you know what is going on. But I'm not go deceive him about IPOB. We started it from the beginning.
The autopilot is a very, very, hard lesson. I can't say people learning a hard way. IPOB really learning a hard way through what happened with autopilot and the Mazi, thank you very much for your call.
The siblings with this
enable them. Ndị kparịrị nwunye nwanne ha nwoke a na-abụ nwunye nwanne ha nwoke ka ọkwa they didn't utter any word. They didn't. Humiliated. To the extent they threatened him. They threatened Onyendu for going to see Onyendu and they reporting to the public what is the Hana. Anything that meant well for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they against it. This our sister Graga Onyendu Biakowa here observation. He won't tell you to take what even now one Ipob. A program. A GMA program. A woman who a mother sort of fight yet the insecurity no which the way our mothers behave. All of the sudden they actually were. Mazi, thank you very much for your call. Let me take other call. I want to accommodate as much as I can. A lot of calls are coming in. Thank you for your calling. Thank you. Mazi. Please, the next caller, tell us your name and where. Oh my God. The next caller, tell us your name and where you're calling from, please. It's really ringing off the hook here.
Hello, Mazi. Good evening.
Good evening, please. Go ahead. 2 minutes, I beg. You can hear the phone ringing off the hook here, please.
Okay, Mazi, good evening. Let me just say thank you for the, for the broadcast. Well done, well explained. Anyway, it is for those who are still in doubt. Somebody like me, there is nothing one can say that can convince me to stop believing in the leadership. In a movement like this, it is only an institution like IPOB, DOS that can restore whatever we are looking for. And in this case, we are looking for Biafra. So the whole thing playing out now is a kind of an advanced psychological ops. Then when we people that now, the people that brought the whole idea could be any of the foreign governments that gave Nigeria the advice. So, there's still a kind of destabilization among us. And the people said they are using. Don't be surprised. Some of them know. But out of cruelty, out of wickedness, because they couldn't, kind of secure their agenda in Ipob, for example. I can't believe that some people like the guy in Austria, even in the guy in Italy said, that they don't know what they are doing.
They know, Mazi. They know. It's just typical lying to themselves.
Out of wickedness, understand? They know. But just for the fact that, just to, he had a MMAD because they couldn't, secure the agenda. That's why they are doing what they are doing. So, in conclusion, because many people are born, we are solidly behind the leadership. The little ones, the cockroaches in their page, don't be surprised. They are computer-generated names.
Yeah.
So Biafrans are solidly behind the leadership, and the Biafrans we are wise, so we know the truth. We know the one that is not truth. So our leadership, and we are hearing Biafrans. We are solidly behind you, and whatever happens, we will restore Biafra because blood has been shed. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we are working tirelessly, dying to ensure that you also come out. Please listen to the institution if you have formed. Don't allow your siblings to keep deceiving you.
Ndewo, thank you so much. Ndewo, thank you so much. The next caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling from. Thank you, previous caller. Oh my goodness, this phone is ringing badly. Go ahead, please. Go ahead. 2 minutes, please.
Ndewo, Isaiah, thank you so much for this wonderful broadcast. You just pop up here, and then I want to go to gym, so I'm back. I'm getting here. You say 1 hour now is going to almost 2 hours. I really appreciate it so much. You have said it all. And actually, me to Biafra, simple questions. What do we learn from here? It's a very simple thing, If the Onanda do in Kenya, all of us will not even believe. By now, I have tried all the leadership right now. So now, one of the DOS member, I have explained a lot of things. I know this for a long time already, you know. But Biafra, I want you to hold these people responsible. I'm have one by one. And you see those people that always say that Mazi Kanu says that the leadership of IPOB, DOS want to replace Mazi Kanu. They are the criminals. This is the autopilot. Have a group. The first group who Simonapa was heading it. The pillar of those group is Nenyanga, Kanunta, Darlington, Metu, all those lawyers, they are the ones. Let me tell you, all of them, they know they will go to jail by killing our leader. Now criminals, and most of us who the IPOB thought that those people are members. Separate Hama, they use their family, they use their kids to ask for money, paid because of that was our, you know, the way we are as a Biafra, trying to help. But I am under our enemies of Biafra. But Biafra, I want you to right now, be very strong and support this leadership. That's the only way we can be safe. But thank God that do you remember that our leaders, can pray for over this leadership? He pray and cry, say, God, give me men. Those are the men right now. But the Nigerian government are using most of the criminals among us, sent by Fulani's blood, you know, to destroy this but you know, that it will be no woman will destroy them. But I want to appreciate our leadership so much because they have done a lot. You know, I was feeling so bad about this. All the whole narrative, the way you explain everything, you know, it's really heart touching. I don't want to, you know, become to talk about everything, but all of us as a Biafra, we have to learn. What is the meaning of learning? Now we have to start debunking any garbage we see in the Facebook. Now, the only way you can hear the truth of this struggle right now, if you really want to, I want to know whether I go as a human being, go for Radio Biafra.
No.
If you know any member of DOS right now, if you are confused, ask him any information. They are the one that will give you the right information. But any person, you know, putting the picture of Mazi on the Facebook or the flag, trying to paint you, trying to say something that to please you, they are the criminals. Let me just tell you the truth.
There were Mazi.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Please, the next caller, tell us your name and where you're calling from. You've been through now. Some of you can keep trying until you get connected, please. A lot of calls. My goodness me, a lot of calls. Please keep trying. I will try my best to. Yeah, go ahead, please. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
Yeah, I'm calling you from Mozambique.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm a big program, and I'm very happy now. My name is Silimena Pamesana. Only one or two things in Chile add to the leadership because this struggle will do the more expect now. Apart from all this lawyer thrown a lawyer that's got alternative will be their own lawyer.
Mazi, if you have listened to what I said here, I detailed everything in layman's understanding, and you know, people are trying to extricate, exonerate these lawyers, the sabotage from discharge and acquitted to life sentence. Somebody, accountable. Anybody trying to exonerate these people, that person he Polonian Duashi, Pokwa the IPOB as Pokwa Henila and Masses. The India Hene Shushi. It can't be, there's nothing. They can't tell me otherwise.
Yeah, because China Sangolu no lady or Nepuna going in Nokwanga Kana Jetty. All of us were crying. Oh no, Bakwa. Get the high, Ndaji everywhere, not here. Now, I can see
Kamado Putra now. After all this thing, Kamado Putra, we don't know the name of Trapa, Ndishi IPOB, the leadership of IPOB. Ndimma Hana Bono Tatana social media, Bona Pino, nonsense.
No.
Nonsense. Nonsense.
When you look at them, I'm a human being, one animal. Mmadụ na-ata afụ na-eme ihe niile na-atụ aja dị iche iche ka ihe nwee isi ha na-eme sọngasa. For how long?
Ndewo, Mazi, Ndewo. Thank you so much. Thank you.
This leadership na ọ ga-adịrị unu na mma.
Ndewo.
Ihe niile unu na-eme onye nwaanyị ga-anọ n'ebe.
Onye ọbụla must be strong. All hands must be on deck. It's not about the leadership now. Everybody, we are fighting for survival now. Look at the state of Nigeria now. You can see that these people are coming. Most of us
are not outside the we are not happy. We want to. I told Nigeria, not even here. So that they can learn our culture, many things, but it's not possible because of all these things.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you for your call. And the next caller you have been through now, please tell us your name and where you're calling from, please.
Mazi, good evening, sir. Good to see you here. Happy New Year's.
I wish you the
same. This is Dave calling from Georgia.
Oh,
yes,
Mazi, thank you for coming through.
I'm contributor sharp because I'm on a lot of causes coming in.
Oh my God!
So you know, this your explanation. This program you made, the email series and several times. Most of all these motherfuckers they know what they are doing. I got to say but all the very, very unfortunate that will tell you why this critical condition despite the fight we fought, dismantle that this motherfuckers they can do whatever they want to do, but the truth of the effect of the long-term effect of what they are doing now. But one thing they should understand that now, a leadership that is in control, in charge of this movement now. Compromise and by now our land would have been rampage with all these the terrorists. Yes, upload the whole insult Mazi Chike dosiem but that you interview now this I watched everything on life. Name the man intimidate that's name a whole directorate of state. When you see struggler, name intimidates. That's not but then Gasa and Haji Sike. But then the Lumala, how my Masnam the can, how my whole Masnam no, it must come to pass. Masnam because it will take how many years for you to destroy IPOB, and it will take how many years to penetrate the leadership of this organization. So how man that man is a prophet. There's not with or without Masnam the Kano. The truth of the matter will Biafra will be restored.
Simple.
And we are restored.
Simple.
How about themselves?
Simple.
How about themselves? Lazy. Because one day IPOB gave me restore Biafra, and I will see what's going to be their fate, where they will be at. Because I got trouble to Bamba. I got trouble to Bamba. I will see what's going to happen. How many for now? But I need
Ndewo, thank you so much, Mazi. Ndewo, Mazi. The next caller, please, you've been through as well. This phone is ringing. Oh my, I don't think I've done even a program that I've received such a number of calls with it. Please go ahead and tell us your name and where you're calling from, please. Thank you, Mazi, from calling from Georgia, please. The next person, go ahead.
Yeah, Mazi, good evening, sir.
Ndewo, go ahead, please.
Good evening, Biafrans all over the world. My name is Mazi. I'm calling from Ghana. Mazi, I want to really assure you all, the DOS, that IPOB, we are intact. We are not listening to money mongers, those that love money more than their life, those that love money more than those that have died for this struggle. They should come and see our executive meeting. Just within, I don't want to mention. They should come and see our executive meeting to the talk of what we call for the general. So the OSU should not panic. We are with you people, 100%, at all times. Man, let me say, they were asking about the achievement of the DOS. Let me just mention one because you didn't mention it.
All this thing in them go or what they hear now.
Yeah, but
mention one of them. These people forgot that the word that the Nigerian government, they fought and they put IPOB number 10 terrorists in the whole world. And this DOS, they fought until our name was clear from that 10 terrorists.
No, here. How many was the fight here? 2023. It was the St. Patrick here coming on Bondi. The international terrorism test. I tagged them. They blocked me, which I even posted the blockade they made. Facebook signaled me that the war terrorism test blocked me because of exposing them by tagging IPOB, self-determination, a terrorist group. I was asking them in that program because the whole world was watching. It was on a St. Patrick Day, so I choose the time. I tagged them on the program and the event, and they said, "This is IPOB here. This is Biafrans here. How can you tag this group of people participating in an event of this magnitude, a terrorist organization? Can you explain that?" Immediately, how that video and everything, they blocked me. They also go to Twitter, they blocked me, which I posted it on social media as well, with a screenshot of those blockade. So we did a good fight. Somebody is coming here, talking and asking this kind of questions. And they were lying. If you look at their program, looking at their face, you will see grown-up men and women talking like it's pissing here. Mazi,
we are waiting for them. We are waiting. I think they said they want to announce their own DOS. We are waiting. We are going to.
Look at what people are. What they are saying. How they should form another movement. Look at what these people are doing. They don't care. Thank you so much, Mazi. Let me take this call as well. And thank you for your call. I really appreciate that. Thank you. The next caller, please tell us your name and where you come from, please. You've been through. Oh my God, the phone. You've been through, Mazi. Go ahead.
Thank you. Good evening from my location. Mazi, am I coming out clear?
You are coming out clear. Please, 2 minutes. Because I didn't expect that, Mazi.
Yeah, Deputy European Rep. There we Biafrans, good evening. This is the radical Okija Biafra man.
Oh, much neck and down.
There for your wonderful expose on the workers of iniquity. Mazi, I remember sometimes I have been talking about this set of people since 2023. Is it not clear to Biafrans to understand that these people have been bought over? And Mazi, we must talk about those who clap for these the same people. People like Achalugu, people like Methuselah, who clap for them, who want some people to be crucified in the altar of Methuselah and Achalugu. Today, they have seen what we are saying. And the fact of the matter is that, Mazi, in this very struggle, if somebody claims to be member of IPOB, as Methuselah always presents himself on TikTok, saying he's a bona fide member of IPOB, a media broadcaster, and I was in the program and I asked the host, ask this very guy, when do you pay your monthly dues last? Since 5 years and 4 months. And he run away from the program. These are the living in deniers we have in our midst. I want to appreciate IPOB leadership and telling them that they should continue their good work.
Couldn't put the leadership. We don't want to because the leadership for them to stay put for this long time, taking all this bloody bullying and the attack that unprecedented attack I've never ever seen in my whole entire life. Even Bonyendu outside, Onyendu we are taking a hit of attack and all. I don't think Onyendu have ever come across anything like this. This is the biggest one, and even in the Gila Hanso, you can, like you rightly mentioned, you said some certain people, you can see what they are doing. Lying to their teeth, broad day lying.
Yeah, Mazi, we saw the
lending actually the IPOB actually form another move. Look at their life. Then actually form another move. Look at them.
Mazi, these are the same people that will be on their program, telling people they don't need position. They don't need any position. They want to stand by the truth. Today, they have taken position
of the head of media in their department. So these are the hero worshippers who will be on their program calling people hero worshipper. And I said to them that that name called hero worshipper is supposed to be their surname and their middle name. What I want to say to IPOB leadership, I want on Azu. We people to carry on, continue to pilot this very wonderful ship or flight. We are behind you. Anything that they are dishing out that is not coming, unless for those who don't understand the meaning of freedom fighting, who don't understand the meaning of structure, who don't understand the meaning of foundation. Unless when Onyen, I said it on my program, without Onyen regaining his freedom, no message that is coming from that Sokoto that we are going to take. And I'm saying it with boldness, because any message that comes from that Sokoto from this moment, it has been compromised. It has been compromised. So, Mazi, thank you for the wonderful.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Okijaman. You know, this is the thing I want. He mentioned something now that actually I want to add it here now. You know, and in case the people who have access to Onyen, because I don't have access to him. You know, the leadership is working hard to make sure that the information that goes to the public is something that will protect IPOB both on international community and also present what they are fighting for. Now, how do you justify, Mazi? I'm getting you through now, but hold on 1 second, please. Just hold on there. Now, how do you justify? How do you, Biafrans now, all of you should listen with me. Does it not make sense if actually no Onyendu Nezi, these people losing? The type of Ozi, Mas, just hold on please, I know my to you. Now, does it not make sense? Does it not make sense that now, no these people meanly well to Onyendu, na he meanly well to Ndiebani, na he meanly well to the organization of IPOB, restoring Biafra? Isn't it better that now, Dika Mazi Ozokome and Mazi Barrister Jofone na he nwotozi from Onyendu, he will the leadership. The leadership will filter it, analyze it, present it in a way orderly, protective to the people and also to the benefit. It does not remove Onyendu's being the leader. It does not remove the authority of Onyendu. It does not reduce the Onyendu's, you know, presence, if you like. Because at the end of the day, each Onyendu, but his men is still working. Onyendu gana na church. Ya choose Oji will go to the men. Before I'm landing, he gonna hold result. He gonna no neighbor na where the kwenpoto megani lekwe. But the enemy gonna without the message that now the man he basically does not stop enemy. Now, if you're saying that Onyendu said, you gonna social media gaga drop wire. Actually, but again, again, social media gather up. You are Jopata. He need Jopata is with the life of Onyendu, because nobody even know. It's different people here like EGA. No one name in the world. A Ghana son Onyendu, we heard to Ipatana na social media. Vertically, who ye nega game it Onyendu na here help us go to the public. I'm telling you, Onyen mega such thing. Onyen mega such thing. That Onyendu ndo na ofokechi ye pata. From A to Z, the hand there. My hammer. Mazi, go ahead. Thank you very much. You've been through, you've been calling since, you know, the call will have been going crazy. I even can't pick up your call at the same time. But go ahead, you've been through, please. Na make a boy and can buko team with Ike. I'm a nation and then I me hand. Boy and I can come up with a back also. Actually, the morning, how will I say? Mazi, no, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
It is what it is. When the more you put out it is what it is.
Exactly, yeah.
But that's why I told you, some people and they need to be correcting those things. Very important. Some people work, I think it's, you know, leadership push. Biafrans, you people are talking to the leadership. Whenever you call Azayoba, is the member of DOS because
no, exactly. Maybe it's
connect any issue because
I'm going on and you before marriage and maybe
I mean, some people might be seeing you as a media warrior. Some people are only blockers. We need to be setting the record straight. So at when you direct, not to go and tell the leadership. That is a wrong statement which I don't like. So that's what me correct here. Biafrans, you people, as you are calling, you are talking with one of the members of the Directorate of State. This is Mazi that is doing this broadcast today. Because we cannot correct here. That is number one. Number two, Mazi I'm dealing with a lot of calls yesterday, which you don't know the number. I'm not going to call local yesterday from yes. This is the same people that when we have this argument here now, as we are doing this program, they cannot be able to call and ask that questions or that thing that is bothering them. But they want to call somebody like you or call any member of the Directorate of State to make caricature or to pick one word or the other to use it to use lawyer now blackmail the person. That somebody like this they can chimpanzee also na zoo, no na ostra. Getting where the audacity of calling every US member yesterday. I was on program on TikTok yesterday. I never even knew what is going on. I was seeing that number, cutting because I was talking. Cutting that number. I don't have the number. I said, okay, let me call this number back. I'm going to this because many are on IPOB. You are calling me to ask me a question on public. This is Betusela. Calling me over a lot yesterday that I'm just busy somewhere. I swear to God. Over a lot yesterday. I heard him clearly where he was calling you. You are dodging his call. You don't want to pick. Mazi, this is what they want to turn this struggle for. Why? Because they want to get the taproot of this struggle. They want to destroy it.
I didn't receive. Mazi, just to make those things clear, some people can be very crafty in what they are doing. I didn't receive any call, or when I call them, you're on mad more than 2 times. At least I can be able to, even though I'm not probably that yesterday morning. I'm when the whole thing happened, but if my phone rings, at least I can even make one time. You will get it one time. Because you can't call me more than 2 times. I've been.
Check here the program here. I am not saying what the Biafrans are listening. They will bear me witness what I'm saying. Because from bossing up, later somebody called my attention. I went there to see by myself. That somebody's number claiming that it's me he was calling. Thank God that person picked that number, that call. Where now we Italian National Coordinator. Before I say my number. Assuming now another person may pick, or the same thing normally, maybe using that diplomacy, calling, showing Biafrans no body. While I work out. Thank God you made this in clear now.
No, I didn't receive any call to be honest.
Okay. The same thing you did with
at least you already know at least you will get the first one. It's in on the second time, definitely, no matter what I'm doing, even though that I don't know the number, I may just at least I will acknowledge the number that Nonya. But more you had in the mass. You know yourself. You call me sometimes, if you don't get me, at
it
least
is what it is. I just want to pay attention what happened yesterday. If they like, let them be bringing the information from Mazi Nnamdi claiming that all Mazi Nnamdi say hello.
All of a sudden, Mazi Nnamdi was through them. Can you a whole leader of a global movement like Mazi Nnamdi can have already like this? Onye putaya ko hedia lawyer putaya no enye ke putaya ku duwa ho no no na roundabout ye move ya no no uku nishi airport ye move ya no ya ko anu kata a file kwa like ana a whole Mazi Nnamdi can somebody look at him, but this man on Naka also come and the Mazi Jofu. They respect. The whole world will come to a standstill. Look at what they did to this man. Look at what they did to him.
Since Ifeanyi Ejiofor and Ozokome have been meeting Mazi and Yukalo, have you seen them coming in roundabout or any place to tell us?
Actually, Pepper, I know Emeka autopilot and just has a liberation Guinea Castle Guinea. And Biafrans.
As you are all together now. Let me tell you, Mazi, I will leave you shortly. This guy that they call Emeka shared a very dangerous thing which people are not paying attention, which is the name of our leader and the name of all of them. But I want you to have the bug for you.
Mazi, that Ken and Taga and get the bunk or Heja and 1 year work. I don't know meanly well to his brother. But about one white leadership and Dick Emily meanly well to his brother.
Exactly.
Mazi,
exactly. So, because let me just leave it this way because I come here today. I got a very, very long time. I know that you have spent time here.
Yeah.
Shika, we must continue. It is what it is.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Ndalo. At least I'm gonna give one or two more persons space to call back before my round up because you know, so I'm gonna look at the onion. They had you onion do Emeka. Katonya for the yaga. Okay, was this Sokoto was caller, please tell us your name and where you're calling from. You've been through now, please.
Yes, my brother. Good evening to you from here.
No, please, 2 minutes. I beg. Can we keep up yours?
Okay, I will. I just have one thing to say to Thank you for your work, and we thank all the members of the Republic of State and all IPOB family members. My name is Ipob, and I live from the Netherlands. One thing I want to set straight, my brother, is the case of some people saying that they want to remove Onyendu. They want to remove Onyendu.
Maybe Mazi arguing what they gonna get with an artist. Quick card again. Gonna get with any Nketa to grade ya for your kid, DOS in an alien, or Fulham or for the Biafrans. Mazi, these people.
What I want to say is that, listen to this, my brother. What we said, my humble self said it, that Nigeria thought that, no, not thought that they thought, they know that Mazi and Kano is the center of gravity of the movement.
They couldn't believe it.
And they removed the pillar, hoping that the house will implode. Now, as a rational being, as a thinking man, as a reasonable human being, I said in my own, introspective dialogue with myself, I said, we have to push this struggle with all our energy so that then we know that holding in Kano, our leader, will not stop Biafra. That to come rain, come high water, Biafra must be restored. Our leader said it himself in his father's compound to a German journalist that Biafra will come, whether he's alive, whether he's in jail. If he said himself, even if he's dead, it will come faster. But we don't want him dead. It's not what we mean, but we mean that we will show Nigeria that we will achieve Biafra. Let the world only if they like, to eternity, but if they cannot do it now, if we achieve Biafra, then they will lead our leader. Now, secondly, my brother, what I want to set straight is because people think that they sent the case back to the appeal court. No. After the case went to Supreme Court, they sent it back to the High Court, trial court with 15 charges again, and the trial began afresh. My brother, I know how many demonstrations.
Problem with the leadership. Problem with the DOS. So why are they not came with the Mazi and the can? It's 1 month now. It's 1 month now. They are not doing anything. Everything is quiet now. They are quiet. Everyone is silent now. If I say something now, they will I'm not going.
Listen, let me straighten something. I know how many demonstrations we did in Netherlands, and the topic is obey court order. Obey court order. If we had stood on that obey court order, it would be raining all over the world that the court have given discharge and acquitted in the appeal court.
They gave Mazi the zoo and here why just provide guarantee enablement ground. AG escape route. Very well calculated and delivered. And this always in a Sokoto Nakano say a camera call Chibo Ham always in no from Abuja to Sokoto. Always a banus in a go to Secretary see him. Go and confirm. Look at it. I mean, is these people for real or what? Now go to Secretary, get to Secretary and see him and confirm.
No. So what it is, the question I'm asking Biafrans, can somebody who is heading the trial, the defense of our leader now, why can such a person or his company having a contract with Nigerian government, isn't that a conflict of interest? Why can some people who is defending somebody in such a serious case, reasonable nonsense, you tell the court, tell the world that the people who are doing what Onyendo and our group, not our group, our movement are not doing, that we are the same disciples. People are the same people didn't know that in any inch of the DSS dungeon there is camera and the bugging and the sound.
No, actually, even to the extent the judge saw the danger of what the man was doing, call him a content creator. This final decision where I say you were a consultant. Go and sit down, my friend. After he said it,
so now the case is back to appeal from the
now has to be out of Halianina. Now manipulate is every time happen Onyendo said. So what is the organization for? Can hear the leader, can hear the IPOB news for. See, using the wrong IPOB, Onyendo say. Some morons so now get meeting IPOB now meeting IPOB say this is how you're supposed to do it, but you're not in IPOB meeting. Mazi, can somebody now get a meeting? They did not meeting, but we discuss on a meeting. If you're saying social media, the leadership or the only him got our own pony work. I won't add any call here. A man IPOB leadership now communication. People are communicating.
What I'm trying to tell Biafrans and lovers of freedom is that some people are trying to pull down the DOS, hoping that when our leader comes, he will set a new DOS because some of them want so badly to be in DOS, so they want to destroy this one.
Mazi Gente, we could do this thing now. Because someone here now, destroy this DOS now. Because I'm thereby needs to be thinking now, destroy this DOS now. Is there any who will be accountable for all the whole contribution of IPOB for 10 years? So you now assemble another group, so without giving accountability of the one I made before. As a fools, we don't as a fools, and then Biafra again, so and when I need US now. Then what is the accountability of the previous one? Again, if I can't, IPOB. Now, so just like that is all right. Keep the other people. Then can enter Africa and do it. Now we are the takers now. We told you no how much union do. And we told you now since Africa because they want to use it as a bargain chip. I don't want to use it, but I'm telling you that I'm telling you, Mazi, he destroy IPOB. Marama here, check the zoo, moga walk.
They can't. We are not allowed them because the IPOB is not their property. So what I'm trying to tell you is that it is in the interest of Ukano and Nayanya to disband it, to start afresh, because then they cannot give account of the whole money in their hands. That's what they are going for. But IPOB, the DOS, they cannot destroy because it's not their property. Our leader said that Chukwuka must set this present DOS up. Anybody who compromise have been rejected. We trust those who are on seat now. I know how many times I called before I came in.
Thank you very much. Now, I've concluded. Now, I want something interesting. Some people do not I told him because someone has some certain things we now you people will go crazy. But in na about really cool with some certain things. About really cool with some certain things because if we yoga war, some of you got them what did they? Una amagi hype you be leadership ugabigla. Una amagi hype you be leadership ugabigla. All this nonsense I don't know about it. Na account to IPOB. Some people don't know akoeli. Ejira honye ndu seize account to IPOB. Run one down. Got some people to I'm happy. Thank you. This is where I'm gonna leave it. Thank you all of you for actually joining me tonight. I wanted to set the record straight over all the blue ha the nonsensical rubbish this omu ndi ana na-eri jube gafo. And when go with the anya na half anything, Hana claim we don't make noise. We just don't. And when go with it, when nothing, no wedding go at all. Mazi we my hand and with my hand cut out my everything and my when gandi alu for anything. It just nine put your money na this struggle just because we want to serve our people because the life of our people are important. Like I said, all these guys in Nofuma, Mazi former. But because of the passion, if look upon all these things, ego heme fukure ego wake furuni. How I want to contribute to ego and IPOB for a very long time. But with all this bullying and the blackmail, they still stand and continue. Now I'm absorbed just for the sake of our people. And then look at the state of Nigeria. Look at the state of Nigeria. A whole Nigeria now can America just walk in as if like the country is doesn't have military. Nigeria were a country that went to Ipob war, Liberian war. Almighty Nigeria can see now they cannot defend themselves. Fulani ragtag army is clearing every community up. A whole is this for real? A whole Nigeria of 4 people. Gara Ayekomok, all of you who have been growing Nigeria went to Ekomok, displayed their tactical distance. Gara Liberia, including other places. Ganuzina, America, they will just come in, dropping their military anyhow, doing what they like in Nigeria because the Nigerian military has been infiltrated, controlled by Fulanis, completely taken over. Your country has been taken over before Gawamia. Now America, nobody knows on your own Nigeria. It's only IPOB that will save you. Only IPOB. And the leadership of IPOB. Now, destroy this IPOB now. Destroy IPOB leadership now. Who do you communicate? Onyeki you need to talk to. Destroy this IPOB DOS now. Or this Indiara, India Zuzu is Indiara, Wundig na Korunu, Yunugineg. How was fundraising. Now we're going to Agrana court. I told me go too far. I don't know what a video. Go on a court. Let the condition. Go and look at that video. Some of them are circulating it now. Maybe you can't pay. Gaga let the video. Ngano Sonyendu may approve fundraising na court. Let the body language of Onyendu. Anybody in their right mind will go to court. Name a video. Na Sonyendu may approve fundraising. Onyendu say give order. Mavi demanded and I give order go and do the fundraising in a court, implicating Onyendu in a court. He's right inside the court, implicating him. It's an idea one plan. It's an idea one plan. Where they want Onyendu to fall into the trap. It's like what Onyendu at the time he was under duress to say something. Oh, he again a court. Under duress, where Onyendu cannot even, he came to court. He was thinking what would be, would the outcome or later. How did I say, approve fundraising now? Say that what you said is final. Say what you said is final. There's no more sit at home. You will not have much on a court. I couldn't manifest. Or manifest. How can Onyendu do the non court? Open, Onyendu Jacka declare you sit at home. Onyendu Nankboro. Make a life, you had this make a tight in any way she are communicating them matter. All of a sudden, happened on social media the other day. You know that Onyendu, they are afraid now. They are afraid now. Onyendu is on social media. Oh my God! But you know Omotosho said that now nobody should allow him to near gadgets. Any gadget, he will allow gadget whatsoever. Can somebody put on social media now say they are afraid now that now is on internet, is on social media. You know, so and they mean really well. You always sabotage Onyendu complete. Or Onyendu Mozo Shenyo Anya. If we want to hand a kumakia, Uno Gana Kwarahaka, Uno Sina Hammer and them, Uno Chile, anybody. Man. Epuchalam. Akacham or Lunduku Akacham. Thank you very much for listening to me. This is almost 3 hours program. No, I can't take any further call. This is it. Can't take any further call. And I'm tired, you know. I'm tired. It's not easy. It's not easy. I'm not here. Thank you very much for listening to me. And thank you. Keep sharing this and let our people know what transpired here today, because we wanted to guide our people, because our mission is to guide our people, so that you will defend yourself, even in our own absence. Onyendu is not here today, but we are defending Biafra, defending IPOB, defending our people. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. We are defending IPOB, defending Biafra, defending the struggle, our self-determination in absence of Onyendu. That is how it's supposed to be. Even in our own absence, you will do it yourself, because it is your Biafra. It's not my Biafra. It is yours. It is yours. And it is your responsibility to defend it with everything you have. Oh, he ran in a way today. He ran and me because I had it comfortable. Or they are doing it, is their dignity they are defending. Forget what he learning. Can we go into final summary? The final summary. The sabotage, one systematic sabotage, some of these people take cognizant of. Only one systematic sabotage. The other day, the other day, can remind the level, because God bless you. You saw it. Yeah, they rubbish you. Now compromise everybody. I sabotage you in broad daylight. You read with the thinking. Read the undertone. How did that dick on the surface? Dick and nine, but in both cities, hamia. Now, what is that thing, normally? In summary, the other day, Ndemba Jesus, Jesus, like declare, how would the first people that declare Somaliland independent? Akwea. Jesus, Haggy Kuki. Tell me, boy, I hear Codica, I have is no 9 poor, I will and then put over. How declare, it's within their discretion. How declare, or how my baby declare, whatever engagement head you declare, and so body. By the way, Mazi and the Canogradia, no heart of fear. Trophia, the satellite link and dot way, companion knock. One day na boom nine, but so bad they can't you know, Biafra basically lanya mayhem, and that's how the friend and how, and that's how that is the way life is. Is within their right. It's an I use what their space, but it is what it is. But this boy, yeah, Kakbowolishi, she not play new taho after na social media here say. No, be the Chinese lottery. Nia, Nakuna Hona, na IPOB grana platform, Hagana me attack, the Gane Kutosha, Ne Kutoha, that Niagara Magua, ya one no more, ye dig, Mafuto Tagafe, something I mam him Gama who did right up. Massichineke Kulehodo, Ulu the sabotage, Ulu the wickedness in here. Now, it draw the whole entire IPOB movement. Because there are individuals, 1 or 2 persons can decide to go to their platform and say whatever is in their mind. It has nothing to do with the whole entire movement. How do I get declared here Somaliland and how recognize that? There was something about IPOB as a movement. Now sabotage has said that now these people will be against them. They were against them. They were writing against them. They were attacking them. As soon as one IPOB needs support for him, there's something that is detriment to the movement because nature likes, nature improves something. But some of you will be emotional. No, you shouldn't be attacking. Guinea can agwa. In here, home or dimma. In here, home or dimma. If I get there something, aim at the whole world. A lot of people go here. The people go here. Blackmail or IPOB as organization. Na haga again made the people attack because na and they ran in a walk. Do you see what we're saying? I had a hammer. He had intelligent and had a philosopher. But thank you very much for listening. This is where I'm going to leave it tonight. Good night and have a very lovely weekend. It is what it is. Thank you so much. I'm Kuke. Bless all of you. Peace. You have to call in when I open the line. I know a lot of people have been sending me inbox messages and asking me, Mazo, but where have you been? You don't come to program anymore.